Looks like we got a new friend! Looks like we got a new friend!
Hi everyone. As you can tell, it's me, Kiana, with a voice that sounds like I have a cold and that I smoke 50 packs a day. But we are here live with One Shot Wonders, and I'm very excited to be here and playing with these guys. We're probably going to be running a shorter session just so my voice doesn't give out. But let's quickly go over the academy stuff before we go around and find out who our players are today. First off, we have social links. So if you want to check out, where we are all over the internet, whether that's Twitter, for catching up on VODs, or our lovely, lovely Discord, please check that out. Awesome stuff over there. Um, What else? Oh yeah, we are full time now, so we did hit our monthly goal last month. So thank you very much, everyone, for supporting us. Any support that you can do really helps us keep going. One of the best ways to support us is over on Patreon. For as little as $1, you can get all sorts of really cool exclusive content, and you can support us and keep us going. And we also have merch, like this lovely Scoticus notebook, and a shirt, and everywhere else that you can get this wonderful logo in your everyday life. Um, my brain is trying to go through everything. Sponsors, that's right. We also have our sponsors to thank for helping us as we are full time. So we have Burn the Storm, who is the publishing company that we are really excited to partner with, and that will be having their content on the channel very, very soon. As well, Maychan Press, who does also really awesome content, modules and supplements and all that stuff. And we actually have that featured over on Argo 37, which is our Thursday viewer games. So definitely give them a lot of love and big thanks from all of us. I think that's it. No, tweet, right? That's the thing. You can tell I'm super on it today. One of the best ways to support us is to retweet our announcement tweets about when we go live. Every 10 retweets that we hit for this show triggers a wild magic surge that will happen to one of our lovely players. I was definitely going to say players and not victims today. Again, all it takes is just a retweet and help spread the word about our show. All right, cool. We're going to go around and we're going to go find out who everyone is and who they are playing, including the pronouns, and why their characters in Arkenberry Forest. So let's start off with new to the channel, Hit Point Max. Hello.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Jeff Ellis. I use he, him pronouns. Today I'm going to be playing Simon Bauer. He's a kind of older criminal, for lack of a better word. He's done a little bit of everything from highway robbery to assassination. He is currently hiding out in the forest, laying low, trying to avoid any notice from society or guards and what have you.
Lovely, awesome. I'm sure Arkenberry is the greatest place to hide from danger.
Yeah, I bet.
And next up, we have Moon Gamer, Chick. Hello. You are muted,
No.
I believe.
I think you might be muted, sir.
I was muted.
There you are.
I am so sorry about that. I
No
forget
worries.
that my microphone has a mute button on it. No, but I'm Moongamer Chick on Twitter, but on Twitch, I am Crimson Rosebud. But I really don't care if you call me she, her, him, they. I really don't care. My character is a half-elf ranger who lives in the woods and will rob you if you cross her path, just because she doesn't want to interact with humans at all. She just doesn't really like humans, period. Except for one little boy 40 years ago. That's the only person she's looking for right now, is that little boy who would be a man. So
Very
other than that,
old
she
by this
just
time.
stays in the forest. That's about it.
Awesome. Yeah, there's some interesting background relationship stuff happening, so I'm excited to kind of see that in this game. Cool. And next up, we have Ironic Cupcake. Hello.
Hi. My name's Kaylee. I go by Kay. I'm at ironic underscore cupcake on Twitter. Today I am playing Hophany, the half-elf druid. She is hiding in the forest because that's the safest place to be. I guess that's what we're doing today. She's trying to keep away from like magical persecution because that's a big no in society today. So she's hiding there, typically just staying in animal form as long as she can, just to kind of keep a low profile.
Lovely. And finally, last but not least, we have a recurring cast member, Sir Stalwart, or the Good Doctor. Hello, Ed.
Hello, Kyle, Sir Stalwart. I'll be playing Edward Bachman again this week. he, him for both main character and yeah, I mean, not much to be told that's already hasn't been. He's just waking up to realize he's all alone in this forest, and anxious to see how he meets this new group of just pleasant people that love humans, and I'm sure he won't get mugged and left for dead in the forest. So looking forward to it.
Everything's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's great. All right. So while I fight off the blood plague, let's just dive right in, shall we? And let's change the music to be a little moodier.
I like this music. It's very Parasite Eve-ish.
Wow.
Yeah.
All this gold is for me.
All right, here we go.
Thank you,
All right.
guys.
It is the mist of the blood plague, a disease that has found itself among civilization and wiped people all across towns into this bloody, slow death. But the forest is not safe from the blood plague. Those of you who have resided within it for some time have noticed strange things happening. Animals not staying dead when they should be. Humanoid creatures, what may have been humans at some point, but walking and flayed as if all their skin had been taken off. Lurk amongst the shadows, hunting down all that reside in here. The last time we saw Edward, he had experienced a nightmare and he had woken up by himself, separated from the group. No idea where he is other than seeing this temple in front of him that has sunk into the ground as if the land itself is trying to swallow it up. There is no way to know where he is, or how to get out of the forest and to Arkenberry Cathedral, where he attempts to seek shelter. But let's not start off with where Edward is. Let's start off with where the others are. The forest has been oddly quiet for Shara and Simon, who have found themselves as traveling companions. It is dangerous to wander around the forest alone, basically suicide. And so you have found yourself perhaps not quite sure who each other are quite yet. But you have been trying to find a safer spot to be after these strange humanoids had come across your last resting place and chased you out. And as you wander, an animal steps out from behind the trees. Hoffany, what form are you in today?
Hoffany typically takes the form of a deer roaming around the forest.
Yeah, so a deer steps out. Which is odd. You haven't seen many creatures around this area, especially so close to the swamp.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm hungry, so I'm gonna pull up my bow as a potential way to take a shot at it. Because I'm sorry, venison sounds good really right about now.
Yeah, I sort of give Shava the lead on this one, as she's already got her bow out, and I don't actually have any hunting weapons at the moment, so I do
You have a dagger?
it. Yeah. Oh, I have stuff to clean it for sure.
Okay.
The deer is probably acting a little different than just an average animal. There's a little bit of like a head tilt coming from it, which is not a typical expression for a deer. Probably, maybe even leading you the way you were coming from, trying to get you to the closest edge of the forest. Just kind of like, go this way. They'll
I,
take a
s-
few steps back.
I
Take a few
stick
steps
a
closer.
I stick a hand out and kind of give Shava a pause, and then I approach the deer, noticing that it's not immediately fleeing like every deer I've ever experienced. Um, I look at it and then I look back at Shava and I say, you ever seen anything like this?"
No.
Mm. I think it's trying to get us to go with it, but I generally don't like following strange deer in stranger forests.
Well, I say we follow it because it might lead us to more, and that's more dinner in our belly.
I think it's got some kind of
A herd.
deer society. Mm. All right, yeah, it sounds like elf stuff to me. Okay. And I make to follow Hoffany.
I'll follow Simon.
A
I
deer
put my bow
society.
away, but I'm on the ready in case something happens.
Awesome. Okay. So yeah, you start following this deer through the trees. Um, um, and as you start wandering through, Hoffany, you kind of know this area. This is um basically right at the edge of the swamp. Which is a way to cut through to get to Arkenberry's Cathedral, which you know is the biggest form of civilization on this side of the forest. Um, However, it's not really, unless you are well defended, it's not a great idea to delve into the swamp as there tends to be creatures and the such there that like to, take advantage of any walking prey. But as you start to lead them out towards an edge of the forest, it would be a couple of days of a journey. Um, you walk past what you know is the old temple, a long abandoned building um, that had belonged perhaps to an age long gone. Um, and normally you don't find it's odd to find anybody here. Nonetheless, two people, and now three, as you see an older gentleman standing very confused um, in front of the temple.
And it is Hoffany. Does it seem like this deer is leading us to this temple or around it?
It would have to be kind of like, passing by it. So
Okay.
the pathway just happened to go past this place.
Okay. I walk up towards Edward. Hello there. Oh, okay. All right. And I have a dagger in my hand.
No, sorry. So sorry.
You
Swamp
you all
gas.
right?
Yes, just a little cold and swamp gas allergies.
You need a tissue?
I need a bucket.
I don't have a bucket. I have a cloth you could blow your nose with.
Sure, if you don't mind parting with it. I don't think you're going to want it back.
I
Yeah.
rip off a piece of my finer clothing and hand it to him.
Didn't have to do that, dear. Thank you.
Uh, does Edward look like he has anything valuable on him?
No. No, he's wearing pretty much like commoner clothing.
Mhm.
He does have a necklace, but it looks more so pewter than rather than valuable metals. Yeah, disheveled gray, slightly balding hair. Yeah, just looks like average Joe, commoner dude.
Right. Okay.
But he does have a sack. He does have like a satchel, but so
What's in the bag? What do you got there?
oh, food and some medical supplies.
kind of
on.
medical supplies?
Stuff to patch up cuts, scrapes, burns.
Okay. I look back to see if this deer is like waiting for us to have this conversation.
Yeah,
It's just like if this deer is still just like chilling here.
is that thing with you?
Excuse me. When Simon, or sorry, not Simon, Edward came into view in front of the cathedral, or not the cathedral, the temple there. She certainly veered off to kind of like, okay, there's another one. What's it doing here? Certainly veered off to go over to him. And is kind of standing just as if, forming a little circle with you guys, as if, just part of the conversation, just kind of like watching whoever's talking. Just like, yeah, okay.
I look at Edward. You spent a lot of time in the forest.
Sir, I believe I'm still dreaming because there's a you see the
No, yeah, no. I was gonna ask if maybe you've ever seen anything like this, because I think this deer is my friend now, and I'm not sure how that came about.
I believe there may be some source of peyote in the air here. I'm starting to think I'm on a vision quest.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the sickness. Maybe we're both ill, friend. I've never seen
Contagious peyote.
Yes, yes, you've heard of it, of course.
It's rare, but awful.
Oh God. Okay. Well, no, I've never seen anything like that. I don't know where this is. Do you know where this is? Where we
Why?
are?
Of course, it's Arkenberry Forest. Maybe you've heard of it.
Yes, I've been there for a few days. I was hoping that this was a magical happy forest now that I've seen wildlife frolicking with humans.
Simon's just like picking at his fingernails with a knife, and he looks up. Oh no, yeah. It's a great place.
There's a sharp like exhale coming from the deer, just like as you guys are just like lollygagging.
Oh God, it's sick too. Cover your mouth.
Well, it looks like you need to find a doctor real fast. We were going to. I look at Shava. I think we were going to follow this deer somewhere. I'm not 100% certain.
Yeah, I suppose we should follow it. Not
Is it
too keen on following it, but it looks like it might lead us to more food.
See, I'm trying to get away from all this, including food, because I don't know where it's been. If you, has anyone, if you, either of you two, he takes a glance over at the deer again, humanoid people. Have either of you heard of the cathedral at Arkenberry?
Vaguely.
Yeah, I have a vague knowledge of it.
Yeah, what you would know of it is that, especially in this time, it's known to be a place of sanctuary and possibly a place of rumored cure for the blood plague.
Okay, cool. And it's outside the forest?
Yes, so you're on the side of the forest that if you got outside, if you cut through the swamp, you would be right there.
Okay.
And also, as you're kind of talking about a doctor and stuff, as Edward kind of puts away the bit of fabric that's been coffee into, there's definitely specks of blood on the cloth and his mouth, which is
oh boy,
not a great sign.
Is this the tuberculosis?
It's infection of some sort. Like I said, I've been in here for too long, and there's lots of icky things. I'm getting quite sick, so yes, I need to get out of here. I apologize if I'm holding you all up for your rendezvous with the Dear Queen, but I need to.
Dear Queen.
I need to get to Arkenberry so that this sinus infection can be purged from me.
Yeah, sinus infection. I've heard about that sinus infection plague going around.
Yeah.
Simon,
Yeah.
do we really want him coming with us, or do we just want to like drop him and go?
I kind of. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Shava. I don't really want to breathe the same air as this guy.
I don't either. I don't want to get sick.
I can literally hear everything you're saying. You know,
Hmm?
right in front of me. The deer.
Shava,
can
does,
hear what you're
Shava does
saying.
not care.
The yeah, I look down at the deer. Do you? I mean, do you think we should take him to the? I don't know, to the deer queen.
So I have speak with animals, so I cast that and I ask
Nice.
her, and I think that's how that works. Is I can talk to basically an animal, and I look down and I start bleeding in deer, basically. Do you want to take this guy with us?
I don't know quite how that works with a druid in wild shape.
Um,
I'm
It
pretty
might
sure
have-
they can just talk, can't they?
I'm
it might
pretty
have-
sure they.
Well, see, we don't know that you're a druid. We
Yeah.
just think you're a deer, so I'm gonna, deer
So I
bleed
think we
at
could.
you.
Yeah, I think you could talk in common also in whatever animal
Pretty sure.
language
Oh right, yeah.
you are in this form. Oh.
You start just bleeding and chirping at the deer, and there's another sharp like exhale through this like little nose, and it's just you're hopeless, all of you, hopeless.
Do you say that in
I look-
common?
Yes, yes,
I
in common.
I take
Boy,
like 5 steps
I
back.
jump back. I pull out one of my long swords. I'm like, what in the hinkle are you?
Oh
look-
my!
I look at Edward. You heard that?
It's the peyote talking. I'm
Yeah.
going to turn around and start walking. God, I don't even know. A random direction around the temple.
Yeah, I'm
Hoppity
going.
wo-
I kind of circle, like skirt the edge around Hoffany, sort of following Edward a little bit, keeping my eyes on this talking deer.
Yes.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
another-
definitely following Simon to a degree, but I have my back to him with my sword drawn, and I'm staring at Hoffany like, do I want to stab her? Or do I just want to kind of leave this thing alone and go back to the woods and chill out?
There's another sharp sigh, and she will uncloak from her wild shape, going back into her normal half elf form. I almost said human form.
Well, humanoid form.
Humanoid, yeah, two-legged. She's about 5'5", kind of smallish. She has
Mhm.
wavy, pretty messy, honestly, like copper hair. Fairly fair skin, but it's definitely has tans and seen sun, and there's freckles. She has blue eyes, and she's just kind of standing there, hands on her hips, just. All right. Where's everyone going? We'll take trips.
Okay. All right. No. Okay. All right.
I
Yeah.
stop. And I put my sword away, but I'm
Mhm.
still kind of.
Yeah. It was elf stuff. It sounds about right.
It's not all elf stuff. Don't look at me.
I don't.
That's druid stuff. I didn't know she was a druid.
I mean, you were talking deer to her. Now she's an elf. I don't know. I turned to see if Edward is still anywhere near us, or if he's just
Slowly
wandered
shuffling away. It's too much for me. I can't handle all this. This is too much. Where the hell am I?
You have no
We're-
fucking clue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Kind of look
looking-
around.
He's looking for the cathedral, correct?
Yeah.
I asked Hoppany, do you know where this cathedral is at that he is looking for?
Oh, yes, I certainly know how to get you there. I wouldn't recommend staying here to get there though.
No, I wouldn't want to stay here either. There's too many weird stuff in the air.
Yeah.
No, it's a magical forest. Remember? Come on.
Yeah.
go.
No. The peyote fog is starting to make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theory. Yeah. Well, if Hoffany said loud enough that she knows how to get there, then Edward will stop shuffling away randomly.
Oh,
And-
yes, she's addressing the group at large.
The clan.
Okay, here we go. Let's walk back over to the
I-
group.
I kind of scratch at my neck. All right, well, I look at Edward again. There's definitely this one doesn't have any gold on him. I can't imagine, at least none that isn't covered in disease. Um, yeah, I mean, you want to take us to the cathedral? I'm sure there's a lot of I like to call them a lot of good folk, just nice, good folk there to talk to, naturally.
See, I kind of understand your angle. I don't care. Sure, you can call it what you want. Yeah, I can. If you get me there, I could earn you a bit of money when we get there, and you can have it. I don't care. I don't care about money. I don't care
A
about anything.
paid gig.
Sure.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you got a coin to put in my hand. Yeah, I can get you through the forest. That's. I mean, I walk
I
around
mean,
here all the time.
Yeah. Look at me. I
I
don't.
try not to.
Yes. Um. Yeah. I don't have much. Yeah. Take. Reaches his pocket, pulls it out till it's like fluffed out. 3 gold pieces. There's an upfront partial payment.
I I take out a handkerchief and then I grab the coins with it. Just kind of
Smart move.
bundle them up and then put it in a different pocket and say, "All right, passage paid." That being said, I think the dear woman probably knows the way, but protection. There you go. I mean, I'll
Now-
keep you
You
alive.
got
How
2
about that?
personal bodyguards to get you where you need to go.
Yes, my first bodyguards ever that will ever have been. Yes,
Yeah,
this is exciting.
it's
Good.
good stuff. Hmm.
Okay. Bambi, can you show us the way out of here, please? I would really much appreciate
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have laughed at that, but that was so
Hold on, I have to figure out how to be meta about this.
that.
She's kind of crossing her arms, watching like the gold exchange, and just Simon's like, "Oh, you should probably, the deer is showing you right there," and she's just like, "Yeah, well. All right, sick one in the front. Let's go." She'll just start walking whichever way she, I assume, knows is the general direction towards the proper way to go.
One in the front? Well, I never. You
Marching
might wanna-
order behind me.
Yeah, you might want to put me in the back, downwind.
I really like that idea.
Yeah,
I
me
mean,
too.
all right. Let's put. Okay, how about this? We're gonna go, deer,
Mhm,
me,
mhm,
Shava,
mhm.
and then what's your name?
Oh, Edward. So,
Edward. All right. Sick Ed in the back.
Oh, yes. That's what they called me in school. Because I had skills and I was sick. Absolutely. So it's good. It's good to hear that again. It's been years. All right, I'm gonna go try not to die in the back of the group.
Oh yeah. If you're gonna and if you think you might die, just make sure someone knows so we don't. Yeah, I don't want to get like a few miles ahead, turn back. Oh, where is he? Oh, and you drop dead like a few hours back. That kind of situation.
I've
That's
never died.
typically why we keep these sick ones in the front, friends.
Oh shit.
She does have
Yeah.
a point.
She makes a really good point.
Yeah, but I prefer the middle. But I'll take. You don't want me in the front. I'm slow as shit.
Okay. All right. Revised plan.
Mhm.
Deer in the front.
Mm,
Me,
mhm.
sick Ed. And Shava in the back. You got the bow. You got the, all that. Does that work for everybody?
Avani's gonna start walking off while you guys figure it out.
See, she
There
can
we go.
clean-
All right.
I win. Let's go.
Good plan, Simon. Very good.
I follow foot.
Okay. Sure.
That's actually a good point, and I need Edward to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I thought I was good for another 4 weeks or so.
No,
Uh,
it gets more frequent.
Really? That's a fair trade. Oh, come on. I clicked out of Windows altogether. There we go. con save. Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
pass on a death save. Woo! Right?
Okay.
Woo!
You're okay. You're still coughing. You're still feeling tired, but you're fine.
Hit me. I'll take all the disabilities you got.
Oh, don't worry. This is not the last one I'm going to ask you to roll during this time. Anyways, so as you kind of take a turn around this sunken temple, you do pass by this statue that you didn't see from the front of it, of what looked like to be a humanoid figure, but seemed to be coated in this black tarry substance. But even with this substance over it, um, Simon, with your keen eye for valuables, you see underneath it, as if on this statue, is this what looks like jewelry, perhaps.
Mm. And it's how covered in this black tar is the jewelry?
Um, it's obviously not thick. It's thin enough that you can still kind of see the jewelry
Right.
and the glint of it. Um, you'd probably have to wash it off.
Yeah. Can I tell if it seems magical in any way?
Um, you could do an Arcana check if you'd like.
Arcana, yeah. Let me find that real quick. Oof, a 6. So it looks valuable.
Yep, it certainly does.
Can I check it as well?
Sure.
Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I know if it's really shiny or not.
Yeah, it's more shiny than anything you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Would I know what the black goop on that is, just offhand?
Make a nature survival check.
I was just getting ready to ask the same thing. As I don't want to touch it if I know what this black stuff is.
Edward's just going to sit down on a rock and not pay attention. Focus on his breathing.
Try not to die.
Focusing on not trying to die is generally a good thing to do. With that 10, you're not sure. It looks natural, but not like it. The only thing that you've ever seen like this happen is like if sap like gets kind of weird, or like other normal
It's
natural
gross.
substances just kind of get gross.
Yeah. I walk straight to it. Just walk straight up to it.
I grab Simon by the back of the collar.
Whoa.
Do you know what that stuff is?
Yeah, it looks like jewels, I think.
No, covering the yummies.
The
gold.
Wow.
I'm gonna say tar, maybe. Basically, with tar, what you're gonna want to do, if you get enough hot water, right, put it on a rag, you can just shine that right up. Anybody will buy it. And it's not a big deal. It doesn't really lower the price. Usually doesn't stain it too bad. It's gonna be Shava is gonna be fine.
Can I check to see if I know what the black substance is?
Sure.
It's
survival or nature.
Survival or nature? Well.
Nat 20.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. By the way, Hoffany has a nat 20 to spend at any point on a roll. You can so basically these are resources that you can declare and say, I rated a nat 20 on that roll when I ask you to roll something, and then that goes away. Nice. And Edward gets 2, so he doesn't die.
Yay, Edward!
I'll save them for death checks. Thank you. No, I'll save 1.
The nat 20.
Thank you.
Shava, you kind of take a better look. So upon this better inspection, first you would notice more stuff about the statue. Whatever material stone that it's made out of has been almost, polished to complete smoothness. Even there's no real features on this what looks like a man. But you notice that the eyes look that there's no features other than the eyes. But as you kind of examine this black substance, you kind of get close and kind of sniff it. Huh. Smells like honey.
Honey?
Yeah. This seems like a really gross honey.
Did you say honey? There you go. See, it's just honey.
It smells like honey, but I don't think it is honey. Honey is not black.
Maybe it's black honey. You ever?
There's
I
no
mean,
such thing as black honey. Honey is amber colored.
I didn't think there was such thing as talking deer, and then we wound up walking through a forest looking for a deer queen. Now she's a person. Look, all I'm saying is, all I'm saying is, this statue isn't gonna use the resources available to it in the way that I could.
Okay, let's take the jewels.
So
Excuse me, swashbucklers.
yeah.
Typically, when there's honey around, there's usually a source where the honey came from.
Right, bears. Yeah.
Bees.
Bears do not create honey, friends.
What? Oh, I don't know. I've seen a bear go to town on honey before.
This isn't.
It's a
This
lot.
isn't poo. This is gonna
No,
be
yeah,
a
it's honey.
big nest. I know it. I know it. I know it.
And typically, when nests are disturbed, there's repercussions. That's
as
still
everyone
want
is
them jewels,
talking,
though.
I just grab the jewels. I just reach up and I just take them off. And I say, it's gonna be so great because I'm gonna turn this into coins, and I don't know. I can get you like a cool. I don't know.
We'll get your antlers bedazzled.
Oh my God, that'd be awesome. Could you imagine?
A bedazzled
Walk
deer?
around,
That would be epic.
big old. It's gonna be great, depending on how much it costs. And I put the necklace in my bag.
Okay, so as you like pull off this jewelry that's draped around it, there is one piece of it that's a little tight,
Okay.
like trying to come up across the face, and as you start kind of pulling it up, it kind of curls across the eyes, which don't have eyelids, of course, and instead of skimming across it like stone, it kind of sinks into it a bit as if it was used to be somebody's eyes.
Oh.
And as you take that, do that one last pull off, it just totally pops one of them. And like ooze starts to.
Does it smell?
It's gotta smell pretty bad.
Yeah, it smells awful. Like again, you have now that you're close enough to that sickly sweet scent of honey mixed with whatever eyeball juice. Well, no longer juice, it's just goop that's running down it.
Hoffman is just like sitting there making like a really pretty disgusted face, honestly. Just
like you've never popped an eyeball for jewelry. Okay.
Can
And
honestly
It's like
say
popping a pimple. You'll be fine.
it's just it happens, and I start kind of cleaning off the jewels with the handkerchief, and I look at the statue. Is it doing anything else?
The statue's not doing anything else. The rest of you, all of you, can make perception checks, though.
Okay.
I'll sit this one out. I'm just mumbling myself. I don't know. I gotta mess with everything in this forest. I'm just gonna.
Gotta touch the button. You said perception.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's horrible.
That's not as bad as mine.
got a total of a 20.
True.
So Hoffany, I guess it's because you know that there's usually a source of honey. As Simon starts to wipe off the jewelry and put it in his bag, you hear the faint from somewhere above in the trees.
Bears.
Buzzing bears. Busy buzzing bears.
There you go.
Oh, this is why I don't talk to people. All right. You're causing trouble. We need to get out of here.
Oh yeah, no, I got the jewel. We're good to go. Yeah, I got this.
And now all of you can see these 3 swarms of bees coming in from the trees. Um, that kind of drone in your ears. Um, yeah. They're a little different than Hoffany than what you usually expect of bees. They usually kind of scatter out in bits and not really organized. But these seem like they're very organized, as if they kind of know what they're doing
Right.
as they conglomerate into this black cloud. Um,
And is it like three separate clouds, or they're like all three of them are converging into one?
it's currently three separate clouds, and
Okay.
you can tell because they can. Two of them seem to be kind of going off to the side, while the other is trying to come up from behind.
Oh man, these bees look pissed about something. Uh-oh.
Are we running?
I think we might want to run away from the bees.
Would you like to
Yeah.
run from the
I look
bees?
at Dear Lady. Dear Lady, what's your name? Because we never said your name.
Hoffany.
Hoffany. Grab Edward. Simon, let's go. I'm going to cast Fog Cloud.
I have to grab the sick one.
You have to grab the
Ooh.
sick one.
All right, yeah. You grab sick Ed. Shava's got she's got kind of a fog thing that she does, and it's like, whoa, you can't see anything. It's crazy. And then I got and I take out my war hammer and my short sword, and I got these, and I just go to town with them. You're gonna love it. All right, let's get out of here because I don't want to be stung.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Do I put in
Oh.
Fog Cloud what it is
Nice.
and what it does?
Yeah, that'd be cool. But either way, so yeah, Ed, you've been sitting down. You also kind of heard the bees incoming.
Okay, I'm getting up. I'm getting up. You don't have to touch me. I'm getting up. And yeah, I get up and start shuffling towards the group or whichever way Simon's heading.
All right, as you skedaddle, as this fog suddenly starts to form, as if from no apparent source other than the magic user, and the bees kind of, as you run off, the bees seem to at least be confused for some time. As you rush off, I am gonna need a running check. My brain is trying to figure out what's
Athletics.
Athletics?
probably athletics. Yeah,
Cool.
run.
Run.
This
Oh
is
my God, my rolls are
probably
bad
the
today.
pinnacle of my physical abilities. What are we at here?
One of y'all together again.
Ah.
I think one's not doing too bad.
Wow. Yeah.
Hey, see you, loser.
As Edward just goes flaring back.
The deer and like the sick one are just like booking it.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm not
You
that
guys
far
are-
behind you.
Yeah,
You
Shava's
guys
doing
are
all right.
confused in the fog also.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
I grab-
around her.
I grab Simon by the wrist. Let's go play.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you book it out, and with the help of Shava, you're able to kind of keep up Simon, and you kind of being dragged along. You're like, come on, let's go. All right, cool. So you rush in, and at some point you kind of, it's just the instincts of trying to run, and you don't really pay attention to where you're going. You're just trying to get away from the bees. And it's not until after some moment that you kind of all converge back, kind of go, okay. You don't hear the bees or any other sounds. As you now stand in the middle of the swamp, bog water's kind of right up at your ankle. And, that kind of smell of constant decomposing plant matter.
all right. So cool. Hoffany, you know how to get to the cathedral from here, right? And I just kind of look around at the random patch of swamp that we are now in.
Ah, God's help us. Okay, yeah, we can figure our way out of this to typically avoid this area because it's awful and
Smells
horrible,
pretty
but
bad.
yeah,
A lot of bees.
we can find our way out. Next time, let's not touch the things everyone says not to touch, yeah? Okay.
I
Mm,
thought we agreed to. I'm pretty sure we all agreed that we wanted the jewels.
we being you. Yes.
Well,
yes.
I'm part of the we naturally. Yeah, I mean, it's a group effort.
Uh can I identify where we're at? Like kind of roughly in the swamp, Kiana?
You can make me a
Think-
survival check if you're trying to
Yeah.
figure out where you are.
Let's see. Come on. Oh.
Yeah, you're not sure. Again, you weren't paying that much attention when you kind of
Yeah.
ran in. Especially since you're trying to, also keep an eye on everyone else.
Yeah.
And also
Maybe-
keep an ear out for the bees, and whatever else is out here. So you weren't really paying attention. You think if you wander around for a bit, you'll be able to find a marker or something. But right now, you're kind of like, all I see are trees and water and swamp.
Uh I can find my bearings. Okay. There's usually a nasty old dead thing somewhere. We can in a big rock. Well, I'll figure it out. Just stay still. Stop touching things.
Oh yeah, no, I don't see anything. I don't think I want to touch any of this stuff. If you've seen where we're at, oh god, oof.
Okay, let's. Okay, well, we came from that way, and we certainly don't want to go back. So, let's go this way just for a bit. She'll start kind of turn off just to one direction, just trying to figure out where they are.
All right. As I'm following, I'm gonna look at Shava and she's like, I don't think this deer knows where we're going anymore. I don't know. I don't think she was paying attention when she was running around.
I'm also
Yeah.
going to lean my sick head towards Shava as well.
Ugh.
Acting like,
Ugh.
yeah, she doesn't know what direction we're going in.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
bad jokes. Why bad jokes?
Sick Ed with the jokes. That was incredible. Oh,
Sorry, I had to get that out. I've been holding that since the bee hive thing.
oh yeah. You guys remember the bees? Oh, that was horrible.
Oh, okay.
It's almost like it just happened.
I wasn't expecting them.
We've walked at least 500 yards. I am exhausted.
You look terrible.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Looks can be deceiving. I am actually horrible.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
I want
Oh,
to
boy.
cast Natural Explorer, which is that. I believe it will help us get to the city a little bit quicker. We're going to a city, or the cathedral, I'm sorry. The cathedral a little bit quicker.
Okay, yeah, that is very helpful. So, yeah, as Huffany, you kind of walk off. Be like, okay, if I just need to find a marker. I just need to find a marker. And yeah, Shava, as you kind of, you know, the Archimary First is not your home per se, but you are, you know, you have some bearings as to, general navigation. That Arkenberry Forest, at least from where you entered, it's more to the south side of southwest side of the forest. So you're able to kind of, what little sunlight does pierce through the foliage, you're able to kind of pick out, okay, that probably, you're able to kind of pick out what direction at least you should probably head.
So I perk up and say, "Do I know which way the cathedral is?"
Yeah, so Arkenberry or the cathedral would be on the southwest side. So basically, you're able to kind of navigate your way
So
in that general direction, at least.
So I tell everyone we need to head southwest to get where we're going, so we can drop dude off and make some chain.
Yeah. Hey, Offany, hold up. I think Shava saying we should probably go this way.
What? Which way?
I point towards the southwest. Yeah.
I thought.
No, I think it's actually this one. Yeah.
Oh,
I believe you are confused, my young little dear.
she just kind of like she just. Uh, okay, well then if we were okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we can. Okay, so that should be All right, yeah, that way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, you had it all along. You would have got us there. I'm not even.
Yeah, she'll. Oh yes. You're right. Okay.
So I'm gonna take point at this little intersection. I'm just gonna go ahead and be in the front since I seem to know where I'm going. Whomever else wants to follow behind me, get in line, and then we can just go.
Cool. Yeah, I follow up behind you.
Yeah. Hoffany will go along and kind of glancing back at Edward just to make sure, like, okay, sick one.
No, yeah, you get behind me. We just gotta switch with her. Back of the pack, you'll fit and fiddle and stuff. Yes. Mm.
I don't
Did
think
you hear the
anyone wants
Did
to
you hear the
stand
deal,
downwind
Joe?
from you, Edward.
You're fine. Look at you. You got this. Sharp as a stick.
I'm a what?
You're sharp. I'm
Oh.
complimenting you.
I believe he called you a stick.
Oh.
Sharp as a stick. It can be sharp, sure.
I've seen some sharp sticks. He's not wrong.
Yeah. See?
Okay.
Lead the way.
Let's go. I start walking.
Right. So as you start walking, it's a couple of hours, and as you travel through this swamp, this fog kind of settles in, kind of obscuring your vision. Although you can see the shapes of trees, you just kind of know. Again, following your path, this is the way to go. It's getting hard to discern what is your, actual shadows and the such, and what is your imagination trying to pull recognition out of not being able to see.
Do I know what time it is?
Just from your travels, you think this is getting to about late afternoon.
Okay.
You kind of lost the sun as this fog has kind of settled in. But just considering your previous times and keeping time, you think, yeah, should be settling the sun down in the next hour or so.
We're going to be losing sunlight soon. Do you want to make camp for the evening, or do you want to try and get through this swamp nightmare?
Yeah, I think we should probably make camp. I try not to wander around too much at night around here.
What do I know of the area about like how big the swamp is? Is there like a short way we could just like kind of get out of the mud somewhere, or?
Well, my main concern is we're stuck in a fog. I don't like being stuck in a fog.
So the swamp is kind of, patches of, boglands. There's a couple of, it's a fairly large area, but scattered within tends to be some slightly more elevated, drier areas. So you could try to navigate to one of those.
Oh, well, we could at least try to find some dry land to camp on if we have to. I believe it's starting to firm up a bit. Maybe if we keep going, we can find us a patch to camp on.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds great. I personally, I hate camping in water, so I'll say let's do it.
But he wants swamp bottom.
Yeah, all of your shoes have been soaked.
Oh.
And whatever socks as well. It's just you've been wading through ankle deep mud and bog water.
Ugh.
But yeah, you're able to find a patch of drier land.
Sure, we don't want to just keep moving through this and get out of this swamp. Camp on the outside of it?
That's what I was wondering.
Mm. Do you think we can make it to the edge of the swamp before nightfall, though?
I
I don't.
I don't think we could.
I don't think we could, but
I don't mind
it
the night.
seems fairly large.
I mean, all right. So, show of hands. Who wants to light torches and walk through the scary swamp at night?
Whoa! I didn't say anything about
No.
lighting torches. No, we don't want to do that out here.
Notice no one raised their hand. I think we all
Yeah,
wanted
it
to just
seems.
make camp and dry our
Yeah.
shoes and
Mhm.
get some nibbles.
Review our various jewelry. Hmm.
We could do that as well, my child, but
Hmm.
I think we just
Oh.
want to rest for a while.
Your child. So have you raised children, Shava?
No. I just call everyone child because I am old.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Okay,
I'm
wasn't
a
sure
lot
if you had.
older than you think, sir.
I believe it. You know, the elven kind is deceivingly young and old at the same time.
That we are.
Yeah, yeah. Humans too. We usually look a lot younger than we actually are. Simon is actually in his late 50s. He's got bright white hair and white stubble with a big white mustache.
I
And
just look over you and roll my eyes.
Yeah, just looks awful. Just looks like trash.
Yeah, almost as old as me.
Yeah.
You act a lot younger though. You carry yourself
Oh,
well.
yeah, it's all the lifting heavy things mostly. Yeah.
Pick stuff up and put them down.
Yeah, I like to. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
Humans.
Usually.
Ugh.
Oh, they're great, right? Often, who knows? You love humans, right? You're all about them. Anyway, well, I'm gonna make camp and get this all set up. And I start making, a tent and a fire and everything.
Yeah, so you can pretty easily set up camp here. Who's gonna do first watch?
I will.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so yeah, you can all settle down as night starts to fall, and what little light that you had in the forest now disappears behind cloud and nighttime. So, as the rest of you settle down to into what bedrolls you have, taking off whatever wet clothes to dry off by the fire, Shava, you set up for first watch. I'm going to need you to make me a perception check.
Well, I do have dark vision, so I was gonna say that.
All right, that's good to know.
Click on my dark vision. 23.
Very nice. Now you look out, and the fog is starting to clear a bit, so you can see a little further. And with your dark vision, you can see pretty far. No dangers. In fact, it's very quiet around here.
Yeah, I just kind of cleaning my nails, sitting there, looking out, looking around, go back to fiddling, maybe grab a little bit of my ration and munch on it. I look back to see if anyone's or how well everyone is sleeping in the considerate, but I'm more looking at Simon than anybody.
Okay. And so your watch passes without much of a incident. And who do you wake up for the next watch?
I wake up Simon. Get up. Your turn. I'm tired.
Whoa. I thought, wasn't the. Okay, all right. I get up. Do elves get tired? Is that. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I get tired.
You do?
I'm
Okay.
human.
Hey, no, yeah. Oh, it's the human part. No, it's fine. It doesn't matter. I look over at Edward and then I walk over and I put my finger under his nostrils to see if he's breathing. Yeah, he's good. All right. I think
he's breathing. Um, very
Does he
raggedy,
snore?
Very raggedy. Yeah.
pretty raggedy breath, but he is.
Oof.
He is breathing.
Yeah. All right. Oof. I look down at him and I just shake my head. No, it's yeah. You think? Nah, I'm not gonna talk about it. It's rude. He doesn't. Nope, it's fine. And I go and take watch.
Okay, you can roll me a perception.
Where? Here we go. Finally, a good roll.
A watch roll's not a bad roll too.
Yeah.
As you sit and keep watch, again looking out into the nighttime, there's a bit of movement,
Mm.
and as you kind of narrow your eyes as if to focus on the shadow of movement. Kind of seem to be a humanoid walking, not towards you, but as if just passing by.
Mm. It's just one.
Just one.
I look back at everybody, and they're all sleeping. And I look over at the one shape. Ooh, and I get up, and I kind of walk towards it. But I'm gonna try and do so kind of stealthily.
Yeah, so roll
Um,
that stealth check.
Bam. Jesus.
It's
Woof.
really hard to be stealthy in the swamp.
In a swamp, yeah.
And as soon as you step off of the dry patch, you immediately kind of splash into the mud and the muck. And your boot kind of squelches into it.
I just stand stark still, just looking at the shape. Oh!
The figure also stops. As you kind of, have to kind of stare towards it. And then it just keeps walking.
I sort of I mull it over for a minute. And then I just go and sit back on watch, kind of just keeping a mental note of sort of where it was and what direction it was heading in. What direction was it heading in, by the way? If it.
Yeah, it kind of seemed to be headed in the southwest direction.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Cool.
All right. Who are you waking up for next watch?
Hoffany. I walk over and I shake her kind of gently, and I shake her really hard. Wake up!
I was just about to say, oh, he's being nice. Jeez.
Hey, yeah, it's your watch. There was a humanoid shape. I saw it. It was walking kind of southwest sort of in the direction we're going. Nothing else happened after that. Good night.
How far away from us was it, though?
How
far away from us?
Oh, it was well, it was close enough that when I went to go investigate, my boot made a squelching sound, and then it stopped and was like, oh, and I was like, oh, but then it just kept going. So it's probably fine. I wouldn't worry about it, but don't close your eyes. I don't know.
God help me. All right.
I mean, hey, if they can, that'd be dope. I would love it. Gods get a lot done. Good people. All right. Good night.
Mm-hmm. I suppose same for me then.
Yep. Same for you. Perception.
Oh, 21.
Right, you have your eyes super open.
See everything.
God was there. And yeah, you keep an eye out on the direction that, would describe to you as this figure coming. Nothing. And again, just quiet.
Like unusually so for this part of the forest, or is it like normal?
Yeah.
Unusually quiet, or?
Yeah, you would expect, like some frogs or like a couple of, other creatures kind of moving in the night.
That's quite concerning. Okay, as long as I don't see anything immediately threatening, I will just.
Okay. And as your watch kind of lingers on towards daybreak, it's you know, Edward, you don't get woken up for watch. Although maybe a part of you wishes you were, as you are racked by another one of these dreams, nightmares.
Montage.
And for the third night in a row, you are haunted by the arrival of the witching hour. This time you find yourself somewhere you've never been before, despite your other dreams. Instead, you're wandering through a tunnel submerged to your shins in water, and you are alone. The closer you get to the end of the tunnel, the more wet you become until every inch of your body is soaked. Finally, you reach a spiral stairway cut from the same stone as the tunnel itself, and the path downwards seems to stretch on forever. Now you eventually come to a simple wooden door. When you press your ear to the door, from within you hear the steady rhythmic sound of metal sawing something that splinters and breaks. Although your mind, you can kind of feel yourself wanting to turn back, you're not in control of your body. As though some powerful spirit or force possesses you, driving you deeper into the dark. And as you throw open the door, you see a room full of strange machines, potions, artifacts. A small, hunchbacked person is bent over in the middle of the room, whistling a peppy but off-key tune. He is turned away from you and vigorously sawing limbs off the corpse of a young man. As you kind of stop there in the doorway, and the hunchback slowly turns to look at you. And although the small man's body may be maligned and twisted, it's the face that freezes you. A face you haven't seen in so long. The face of one of your boys. And as you look at the body of the corpse, there's the face of your other boy.
Oh, the hunchback is one of them?
Mm-hmm.
I knew he'd look like his mother eventually. Okay. I'm going to try to break whatever controlling thing that has kind of pushed me here, and run forward towards the hunchback.
Yeah, you run.
Okay.
There's nothing stopping you.
I think probably tears would start forming in my eyes, and I'm gonna try to just come over and slap the saw out of his hand.
As you try to slap the saw of his hand, his other hand comes up and kind of grasps you by the arm. And
Jonathan, what are you doing? Let go. Drop the saw.
He looks at you, and the corpse, your other boy, also kind of turns its head to look at you. And both of them, in voices you haven't heard since you last saw their bodies bloodless on the ground back home, hear them both say, "Save me from the heartless man."
Oh, that motherfucker again.
And they begin to weep.
Okay. Edward will begin to weep as well, and he's trying to not hurt. Jonathan would be the one who's the hunchback, and Darren would be the headless one. He's gonna try to get that saw away from him. Please, let go. Please, let me help you. Who killed you?
They both kind of shake their heads and they just keep saying, "Save me from the heartless man. Save us, Dad, please."
I'm coming. I promise. I promise. Let me go. Let me come with me. Come with me up the stairs, please.
And they just weep
Do we
and
hear
continue.
him audibly while he's sleeping, crying or calling out or
Yeah.
Peeing. You might hear me peeing.
I walk over and gently, hey, hey. I'm
And
trying to wake him up. I don't want to like shake him really hard because I know what that'll do to somebody.
yeah. And Edward, as they just keep shaking their head and just keep repeating, "Save me from the heartless man," you wake up in Arkenberry Forest with Shava shaking you awake.
I'm not shaking you too hard. I'm shaking you very gently.
No, no. Imagining I'm still crying, and if I wasn't in my sleep, I probably would be upon waking up. And then once I realize it's her, I'm like, oh, don't do that. I was onto something. Don't fucking touch me. Don't. I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Almost dead, but optimistic.
What were you dreaming about? You kept crying out for children. Boys, my boys.
Yes. That's what I was crying out for. My
Why?
children. Because I miss them.
What happened to them?
They died in
Okay.
some mysterious way. Still trying to figure that out.
All right. I just leave him alone.
Yeah, he's
Well,
being.
as I'm walking away, I'm under my breath. Oh, I know what it's like to lose a kid. And I just go sit back down.
Yeah, he's kind of being guarded, standoffish, but he seems appreciative of you trying to help.
Is what was it? The Heartless Man? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Is that a name that he would have spoken aloud, or that any of us would recognize for any reason?
Um, I don't know if she would have said it out loud.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, I think all I did was just respond to them as
Mhm.
far
Yeah.
as I'll kill him. I'll help you. Come with me.
Okay.
So you might heard me say I'll kill him. So that might be somewhat weird,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't think I called him out by name.
Is it morning now? Like time to break camp or so? All right.
It is morning. And actually, before we continue on, um, Edward, please roll me what's the number now? 1D 546, as we have hit our 10 retweets while Magic Surge. And the dice have determined that Edward is going to be the one to get it. As if he's not been tortured enough by this series.
Okay, masochist Lee, put this in here. 6.
Our Wild Magic Surge table is created by the community. So if you would like to add to it over on Discord, just go over there to our suggestions and put in whatever weird shit that you like. You can make me show up, as in me, the person. I show up in game for
It's
one of
God.
the suggestions. It's great.
Ken, I'm here to save you. What? Sorry. I'm sick too. 101.
101. And I believe, Simon, you also have a Wild Magic Surge that has been donated.
Ooh.
So if you can just put in 1D 546.
546.
Yeah, if you don't know how to roll that, I put it in the Zoom chat that you just copy paste. Oh God.
Now you get a high number.
Oh yeah. So good at rolling dice. Oh my god.
Okay. So as our behind the screen scrat tells me what things are. Um. Yeah. Edward, your concept of what is real or not, it's getting a little fuzzy. You're not sure if what you're in right now is reality or dreaming, and if perhaps your dream was reality. Getting very hard to, you know, define the two.
Kind of analyzing it and attributing it to maybe I never fully woke up. And maybe part of me's still there. Maybe I can find them again. I keep smelling my hand to see if it smells like my son, like the one that I grabbed. Maybe there's a way.
I'm gonna walk over to Edward and put a hand on his shoulder. Say, hey, I know it's not the greatest place to be, but you're still here. Ed, you gotta hold together, man. We got you. But I don't know. Stay with us for a little bit longer. All right, we're gonna get you to the cathedral. You remember the cathedral?
Yes.
All right.
Answers are there.
Answers, yeah, sure. And gold.
Okay.
Sick or crazy? That's what I always end up with when people are here.
I mean, it's a swamp. I don't know. I mean, you know.
Beauty.
And and Simon, perhaps it's just because of, where staying in a swamp is not great for your health in general, but you have a weird sensation as if something's under your skin.
I kind of pull my hand away from Edward, and then sort of get like a itch. I just sort of look at my arm like, yeah, I'd love to get out of this swamp about now.
Yeah. And as you scratch at your skin, yeah, this weird lumps. And
Oh.
they
Hey,
kind of move a little when you
okay.
touch it.
All right. Do you, hey, Hoffany, bees, they don't get in you, right?
I
Are they one of
know
the,
there's
do they go inside or anything? Like they're not.
not the bees here. Typically, I mean, there's burrowing ants and maggots and
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's
And if,
certainly not bees normally.
yeah, if, say maybe, someone, I'm not gonna name names, had a bunch of stuff crawling around inside them. I mean, that's normal swamp like this, right?
Uh,
They
I
don't call them creepy crawlies for nothing, right? I mean, it's fine.
I'm sure she's had fleas before. Yeah.
Fleas. Do fleas go inside
no fleas stay on topical on top of the skin.
or top? That's no
How
reason.
about a deer tick?
A deer tick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ticks can burrow.
Ticks can burrow. Do you ever get a lot of them moving around?
If you slept in like a big pile of grass full of ticks, you could.
That's probably it. No reason to worry. Big tick pile.
Gross.
Yeah,
Gross.
it would
Humans are
be.
gross.
Yeah, no, if that happened to somebody, that'd be disgusting.
Can I do a medical check on Simon just to make sure there's nothing underneath his skin?
Oh yeah, sure.
I would offer to do one as well with my medical background. The only problem is I'm having a hard time holding your shit together, so I think he's a little self-consumed at the moment.
Oh, I can't see anything. You're fine. It's just a mosquito bite. Let's go.
Oh yeah. Weird mosquitoes around here. You never know.
Can I do like a nature thing to see if it's something natural to the area?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
You do know that there are some, insects and grubs that like to, unfortunately, burrow, especially in damper environments and stuff. It's not unusual. It's not good for you in any fucking case, but like
Does it get like worse or stay kind of just the same or?
right now, it's just from you don't. It depends on from insect to insect.
Yeah.
You don't know
Okay.
what insects is within you right now, but something.
As I get that problem all the time.
Totally normal.
We should probably get you to the cathedral, also.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I gotta get paid, so I get it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No one touch me.
Yeah, maybe nobody touch Ed either, because I did touch Ed, and now, yeah,
I can't say I didn't warn you.
he's right. I mean, I don't blame him. I get it. All right, well, let's go.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys can start, kick over, take down camp, kick what is left of the fire out, and you can head out if you'd like. Yeah, so as all of you wander back out into the bog, and the fog is kind of lifted a bit from the previous day. There's a strange and gentle sound, the first that you've really heard, other than the sound of your feet in the muck. Some would say a song, perhaps. And no matter, what direction you kind of turn your head, this song seems to grow a little louder as it drifts and dances over the swirling mist. This lovely female voice repeats just the two verses over and over again. And as you listen, you feel as though it is meant for your ears and yours alone. As the verses says, I normally would sing this, but my voice is no. Says, come weary traveler, follow my voice. Beyond the mist there is beauty. If you seek stillness, then open your heart and revel in heaven and shadow. Wander and follow, he'll show thee the way. Forget all your woes and your heartache. Despair not, ye traveler, for truth lies this way, and knowing will snuff out the light.
Another dream. Propaganda.
Yeah, I think I'm getting a bit of that dream with you, Ed. I don't.
Was the voice was singing in common, right?
Yeah.
That's concerning.
Does that sound like somebody you know, Hoffany? I mean,
I don't talk to people normally.
okay, yeah, all right, fair. I get it.
We should go. We should get out of this place. I can't be here any longer.
Yeah.
I agree. Let's keep heading.
You're muted, Shaba.
I will learn to quit hitting that button one of these days. Is it like just like really pulling on our psyche to go towards the sound?
It is kind of pulling on your psyche to kind of, there's stuff about answers and you know resting, which is not something that you, even with a night's rest, you don't feel rested per se, especially your mind. And kind of underneath the song that you hear, it kind of gets a little bit louder. You also hear the weeping of a baby, a child.
Part of me wants to go towards this voice, and part of me wants to turn around and 180 away from the voice.
Is the voice coming like directly from the direction we were traveling?
I think she said it was from all around us. Like,
It kind of feels like it's from all around you.
Yeah.
Is there a way to discern a stronger sound in any direction?
Oh yeah, you can kind of, you pinpoint it, and it's kind of in the direction you guys were headed in.
Does the voice of the baby, the crying baby, does that sound like it's coming from that same direction as the song? Okay. Oh man. A lot of me wants to believe that there isn't a baby in the swamp, but then I am hearing it with my ears, and I do want to know that little kiddo's all right.
Why would a baby be in the swamp?
I don't know. Why are we in the swamp?
We live in the forest. We had to come through the swamp to get to the town.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Damn.
Can I cast detect magic to see if this is some sort of maybe like, anything magical, magically influenced?
Sure.
Whitey.
Okay. So as you cast detect magic, there doesn't seem to be any object or creature around that seems to be emanating any form of magical, um, presence. But yeah, there's kind of like very lack of magic, and yet there's kind of a part of you in your head that like, whatever song this is, there seems to be something imbued into it.
Okay. I speak. One of my languages I have is Sylvan, which
Okay.
allows me to speak to fey creatures. Can I try calling out in that language to see if I get some sort of response? To maybe see if this is some fey creature bullshit.
Yeah, sure. You can call out.
Yeah, just a typical it's like, where are you? Who are you? What are you?
So as you call this out, you don't get a response in Sylvan back. But alongside this singing that still continues, repeating the same two verses, alongside, the mewling of this child or baby, from the same direction, there seem to be a couple of voices that speak back, but not in Sylvan. What languages does everyone know?
I know Common, Elvish, and Undercommon, I believe.
I know Common and Goblin.
Common, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Common, Dwarf, and Halfling.
Okay, so none of you really recognize what this language is, but it gutturally makes you feel a little off.
I don't want to go in the direction of this voice. I do not want to go find this voice. I feel bad juju coming from this voice.
Shava, I mean, look, you're looking for a kid, right?
No, I'm looking for a man now. It's been 40 years.
40 years, damn. All right. I don't know. I'm not going to leave this I mean, damn it. Oh. All right, how about this? Put it to a vote, show of hands. Who wants to go save the baby? Who wants to carry on?
But which one are we voting for first?
Oh, right. Show of hands, who wants to save the baby? Oh,
Nobody.
no, come on.
It's probably
It,
not even real.
It's not
it's
a baby. I'm telling you, it's
you're
not a baby.
you're gonna go with sick Ed.
Yes.
He doesn't
I'm
even know
coming
what's
from
real and what's
experience. I'm
dream.
140 years old. I know if you hear a baby cry in almost
Oh, okay.
the
Here
swamp, it is not a baby.
Okay, here we go. Shava's 140 years old. Here we go again. All right, fine. We'll just keep walking. And whatever's singing about babies crying, I'm sure it'll just leave us alone.
Sounds more like a 90s song than a current one. So I think we're good. It's just it can't be real. None of this can. Once we get out of the forest, our heads will get right, I'm sure.
Yeah,
The
all right.
90s weren't real.
They definitely, not if Sick Ed's talking about them. All right, let's go. And I proceed forward anyway.
Okay. You
Let's-
proceed forward, not checking in on the child. That's fine. That's all good.
It's not a baby.
All right. So you continue forward, and kind of, trying to skirt away from where you hear the sound. If it's going to have to put a little detour. And as you kind of, you definitely walk around closer to this place, but now more directed to your right as you turn around it. The water here is moving a little bit, as if not still water per se, and not just because there's something moving, but the fact that there's somewhere for the water to go.
Is there
It's
any like smell in the air? Because I would assume we're in a swamp. It's stagnant, so you would have
Yeah.
that stagnant smell. But is there like any other smells since the water is moving now?
Um, not particularly. It's still there's still the smell of rot and the such here, but a little less intense as you kind of you seem to maybe be getting on the edge of the swamp. As you kind of let your eyes drift down and kind of follow the pathway of this water to your right now, where you kind of hear this still the song. The water seems to kind of go off of an edge and downwards towards that area.
Towards the singing song.
Mhm.
See, ledge, bad. Song, bad. Baby, bad.
Do we, would we know whether or not the cathedral is near water?
I think all you really know is that the cathedral is on the right outside of the forest.
Right.
So you just have to get out.
Yeah.
But as you kind of, you let your eyes, kind of go towards the ledge and the
Mhm.
trees that kind of frame it.
Can I walk to the ledge and look and see what's beyond the ledge?
Yeah. So you can go over and you look kind of over and down. And there you see a strange sight. There is a aisle, perhaps, or a number of small, these drier patches within the swamp below. And you see a altar at the center of the largest one, where a small child, a baby, no older than a year old,
It's a baby.
lies crying weakly. And kneeled before this altar is 3 women, I say with a question mark.
Sure.
3 female creatures, probably a better way to describe them. As they stand on 3 separate smaller patches of dry land, each of them kind of facing towards this altar. The youngest of the three is a plain but pretty-looking woman in a muddy gown, and she's the one who is singing this song that's still kind of pulling at your brain. The strangest and most unfamiliar to you is a tall, plump creature with the naked body of a woman and the head of a great horned bull. And the oldest of the three is a crooked spined crone, long flowing white hair, claw-like hands, and a scaly tail that snakes out from under her tattered robes. And she is the one that is speaking, um, in a quiet, this kind of guttural tone as she clutches this grimoire, I guess. And that is the kind of language that none
Do
of
they
you
look like they're gonna hurt the baby?
The baby's on an altar. One of them is chanting something that gutturally feels wrong.
I don't think it's a changing table.
Oh.
And you
Yeah.
can see on the altar itself, there's these 10 runic symbols carved.
Okay,
in.
I turn around and call back to them. There's a baby. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I am
sounds like it.
sorry.
I'm gonna run up to Shava. How far down, or I guess how high up, is this ledge from where they are?
You're about 30 feet up. And so you'd have to kind of go down the 30 feet. And they're about, it's basically 30 feet, 30 feet.
Okay.
Away.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I am going to knock a arrow to my longbow.
Okay.
And I am just gonna shoot an arrow at the crooked back, the crone looking one with the grimoire.
Okay. This is a surprise round.
So Simon steps up right next to Shava and says, "Look, I told you, I knew it." And I pull a arrow and shoot it. Let me grab my longbow attack.
The baby may be the leader. Be careful.
That's true. We never know.
Okay, with an 11. So as you pull back your arrow and shoot, the arrow just about grazes past her
Mhm.
as it lands in the water. And there's a moment of pause.
Oh, shit.
Simon, what did you do?
I was trying to. You got a bow too. Look, I mean,
If you're gonna shoot at the swamp hags, can you at least hit?
oh, everybody's got judgment now. Now that I missed, if I'd hit, you'd been like, "Whoa, oh my god." Anyway, this looks real bad now.
Oh, I guess we gotta save the baby. Is it?
I mean, you couldn't leave the baby alone.
I don't want. My gut's telling me not to leave the baby. Do you guys want to save the baby?
If it's real, yes, we have to. If
Is there
it's
any
not, let's
way
go.
we can detect to see if this is an illusion or not?
Detect baby spell.
I don't have a detect baby spell.
Oh. Well, then what kind of druid is it's often it? Yes. Looking at you, I should detect baby. Oh. Let's
That's
just
actually a good question. Was Hoffany holding on to the detect magic spell for as long as she could? Okay. So, yeah, you can pick out these 3 witches they're hags. You could guess. They all have magic among them. The book that the crone is holding is magical. The altar has some form of old magic that you can't place, but it feels magic. The baby is not magical. The baby's real.
Oh goodness. It says that you could learn the school of magic, if any, so if that's relevant at all.
Yeah, it's not. You can't tell exactly what school of magic they are. I think it's just more like that's more for an object that's magical or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can just tell they're magical creatures.
Yeah,
That's a
those are
magical item. That's magical item. The baby's not magical.
the baby is certainly real, friends.
Do we save the baby?
Oh yeah, get on down there. Let's go.
It's either we save the baby and kill them, or they hunt us down. So I guess let's go.
Edward.
Okay. All right. I am going to require initiative rolls from everybody.
I'm in for saving the baby if it's real.
She said it was real.
Sure, then let's do that. I shouldn't touch it.
No, you don't touch the baby.
Don't touch the baby.
No.
Simon or
You
the
don't want me
druid
to
can
judge
touch the
the
baby. I cannot pronounce your name. I am so sorry.
Hoffany. She's
Hoffany.
got Hoffany. You know what? She seems nice. I'm sure she can deal with babies.
All right, let me get down here. What do we gotta do here?
Yep. Well, Edward's gonna get the fuck down there.
I'm gonna
Um,
skirt the outside of this bowl and pull up my crossbow. Is there anything up here that I could like hide behind, rocks or whatever? Not right now, but
There's a couple of trees. Not great.
okay. I'm just gonna walk and casually and put my crossbow down. I'll try to shoot the one that Simon was shooting. Okay. Just a little bit of crossbow in your face. Ha! I'm gonna
A
get
24 will hit.
yeah. Eat it, hag bitch. Yes. Ha! Oh no, where'd my chat go? There it goes. Okay. Woo! That and 2d6 for sneak. No, it's not sneak attack. Sorry. Nope. So yes, just 10 damage, 10 piercing.
Damn, all right.
And I'm going to just keep walking around the rim of this up here, and I'm still kind of spacey from before, but I am gonna kind of shake it off a little bit and try to find a place to hide up here. Maybe I shouldn't stand here for when they finally come up. Stealth check, section hide, 17.
Very nice. Yeah, you just into the crone. All right. Cool. Hoffney, what would you like to do?
Oh my. Let me see what I have here. I think Hoffany would probably just try to get down there, and kind of just get in the way and start swinging if I can get down there and attack it in the same turn.
It's gonna be 30 feet of movement down and 30 movement
Over.
across.
Okay.
what's your movement speed?
30.
Yeah, you would be able to just go straight down. You wouldn't be able to move.
Can I just get down and still do like a ranged attack?
Yes, you could do that.
Okay. I will do that then. I will get down and just cast let's see what this one. I will cast my cantrip poison spray.
Ooh.
Let's do that. Right button. Cast at what level?
It would be level 1, wouldn't it?
Well, it's a cantrip, so it should just cast as 0, right?
That's weird.
There we go.
Cool. All right. Let's see. Who are you doing this towards?
Well, which ones would be closest to me when I just like land on the bottom?
You could get to the weird bull-headed one.
Okay, I'll do that one then.
Cool. Let me just pull up Winnie's character sheet. The con is pretty good. All right. Nope, she does not roll well. So who roll for that damage?
It says damage increases at 5th level. Does that mean character level or like spell
Character
cast?
level.
Oh, cool. Okay, so we will roll damage. Nice.
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 Awesome. Yeah. You definitely send out this. What does this poison spray look like?
It's a big kind of a burst of purple looking like gas that just kind of comes out at towards them just from like a hard hand movement towards her. Kind of sprays out and then kind of like starts to float and puff out after it settles a bit.
Very nice. All right. Shava, what do you want to do?
Shaba is going to pull out her longbow, center it on the one Hoppany just sprayed a toxic gas at, and she's gonna pop a shot off at it.
Awesome.
So I don't know how. Do I?
On your character sheet, you can just click the weapon.
Okay.
There you go. Unfortunately, with a 10, it does not.
People
hit.
with the bows have no accuracy today.
Nope. As this creature with the bullhead and the woman's body just kind of jerks out of the way. Cool. All right.
Use one that looks like a gun. See? It's cheating.
All right. Is that all? All you want to do?
Since I didn't move, can I actually hop down?
Yeah,
so that
you can
I
hop down.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hop down.
Right, yeah, so you can clamber down the 30 feet. Cool. All right, it is the hag's turn. Oh boy. Okay, well, Hoffney, since you're kind of right there, the bull-headed one is going to attack you. Well, first she's going to charge at you, the head kind of tilted down. And a 22 will hit.
Yeah, yes, it does, sadly.
You take 8 piercing damage
Okay.
as the horns of this bullhead just gores into you, kind of throwing you aside with the pure momentum behind this creature.
Fun. Yay.
Yay. So basically knocks Hoffney right back towards you, Shava, as this creature's now and kind of in front of you.
So it's directly in front of me?
It's basically right there.
Because I have an extra attack. That's why I was wondering.
Can you do that as a reaction? Because it's not your turn.
I'm not sure. It just says at beginning of 5th lane here.
I think it's just with it's a multi-attack.
Okay.
So when it's your turn, you can do that.
Okay. I wasn't sure how that worked, so.
No worries. All right. The crone, having noticed this arrow just kind of past her, gonna look over at Simon, who didn't really take any measures to hide himself. And it's going to cast, it's going to chant it again in this guttural tone.
Mm-hmm.
Cast Scorching Ray with a 19 to hit.
Hold on just one second. Okay, so it's a spell attack, not a save. Okay, 19 to hits for sure, please.
5 points of fire damage as this blast of fire just hits you, Simon. This is crone kind of, again, this language you don't understand, but you understand the hatred behind it. It blasts you.
Mm-hmm. Been there.
All right. And the last one, no, not initiative. That's not what I wanted to roll. Um, yeah, the pretty one, the maiden looking one. Um, keep singing, and I'm gonna need everyone who can be charmed to roll me a DC 12, do wisdom saving throw.
I don't think I can be charmed.
Oh no.
I know half elves can't be like
God
magically.
damn.
Yeah,
saved.
they have fate interest.
Oh,
Fate
buddies.
ancestry.
Oh boys.
Boys are charmed.
All right.
Boy
So as the song kind of continues out into the air, um, both Simon and Edward, both of you feel
One second. Um, my Mage Slayer gives me advantage on saving throws against spell. Oh, within 5 feet of me. Never mind. Nope, I'm still charmed. You're good.
okay. You must spend your movement action when it's your turn to move towards her in the most direct route possible,
Oh man.
even if doing so results in opportunity attacks or other dangers.
Like jumping off a cliff.
Yep. You can attempt to attack her if you wish to at some point, but that will be another save when we get there.
Okay.
But for now, just know when it's your turn, you are compelled to move towards her in the most direct way possible. All right, Simon, it is your turn.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I think I'm gonna move in the most direct route possible to this, this hag. So I spend my 30 feet moving down the cliffside, I guess. I think I have 30 movement. Okay, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
And so I get to the bottom. Now, does that charm mean that I would have to use the dash action to like
No.
keep moving toward? No. Okay. So I
If
get
we
to the
have to
bottom.
use up your movement to move
Right.
towards.
Okay. Cool. So I move down to the bottom, and then I'm going to use my longbow to attack her.
Okay,
one,
you're gonna make me a intelligence saving throw.
Oh, he's good at that stuff. Oh my god.
Okay, so you can attack. You can
Cool.
attack her.
There we go. So
Very nice.
yeah, that's good. I'm gonna use my longbow. So 14.
A 14 does hit.
Oh, beautiful.
Redemption.
All right. I'm going to hit for 8. And when I damage a creature that is concentrating on a spell, that creature has disadvantage on the saving throw it makes to maintain its concentration.
Okay, this isn't exactly a spell per se,
Okay.
so that's
Cool.
fine.
No worries.
And now you can do a wisdom saving throw to see if you can throw off this.
Cool.
all the
So
saving throws.
I did want to use my second attack before I end my turn.
Yeah, so you can do that.
Cool.
And at the end of your turn, do a wisdom saving throw.
Excellent. So
A
16
16 does
hits,
hit.
10, and I want to apply distracting strike.
Ooh.
So that adds 3 more damage, and the next attack roll against this creature by an attacker other than myself has advantage. So just the first person to attack her before my next turn, and then I will do that saving wisdom save. 14.
A 14 does save, so after you hit it the next couple of times, you hit this maiden, and the song kind
course.
of turned from a song into screech.
Yeah.
That's enough to kind of snap you out. Edward, however, is still very much under the spell, as Edward is now your turn. So you got to use all your movement to get to her.
Sure, that is a lovely sound. I'm going down. Oh, wait, Simon, where are we going? Oh, let's get calm down here. Giving away my nice stealthy place.
Yep.
Beautiful. So you say once I get to the end of my movement,
You
I
can do
have-
whatever you like. It's just if you wish to attack her, you do require saving throw.
Okay.
You can attack anyone else.
Yeah, let's
The bull-headed one is right there, down here, right in front of Hoffany. And the crone is not looking so good.
Yes, I'm going to continue on the crone. I don't want to hit The pretty one. We don't want to do that. She's so lovely and she's singing for us. It would be rude. She's probably just mixed up in this. You know how you get with the wrong crowd. So I want to use my natural 20 to shoot the crone. Your,
Nice.
your grandmother needs to go, dear. And yeah, shoot the
Okay.
crone with the crossbow.
Roll that. Um,
Okay, so oh
we can roll the damage.
no, that's not what I wanted to do. Never mind. Never mind. I didn't want to do that. I forgot. I'm not in hiding anymore. Disregard the natural 20. I'm just
No.
gonna shoot. I'm just gonna
Okay.
shoot. I forgot I'm not in hiding anymore. But I'll shoot for 25.
Yeah, damn, you shooter.
We gotta take out the old one. Yes.
How do you murder this crone?
In the neck, preferably. So that I don't want her to sing and it be better than the young beautiful one. I don't want that. I would feel bad about that. So just in the neck ought to do it. Just
Yeah. And what good old chanting this creature was doing is cut short by your arrow as it's gonna go through.
and
Yeah.
Can I use my bonus action to use my what is this thing called? Let me see here. Let me get back up with the SWAT. Oh, there it is. Bonus action to make an eye for detail check. It'd be like a either perception or investigation check. To kind of quickly give a examine from this distance the book that's falling. I'm guessing it's falling out of the crone's hands.
Yeah.
She dies.
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
you can do that.
Okay. Oh, come now. Oh, it's a pretty book. It's pop-up. It must be for the baby. Okay.
Clearly.
Yes.
All right. Lovely. So as you take this creature down, ooh, okay. All right. So it is as you take down this crone, the bull-headed creature immediately kind of whips his head away from Hoffany. The blood still kind of on his horns. It's gonna charge at you, Edward. Edward, you also make a wisdom saving throw because it was the end of your turn. See if you can shake off the luring song. Nope. And I'm guessing 11 won't hit.
It does not. But
Yeah,
the
as
song pretty.
yeah, as the bull-headed one comes at you and misses you as it attempts to gore you with her horns. I will say that Hoffney and Shava do get an opportunity attack.
How does that work?
It's just one regular attack.
So a 1d whatever your.
Whatever melee weapon you'd like to use.
I'll use my.
Basically, it's moving away from you. Well, in melee range with you, so you get an attack of opportunity as it runs away from you.
I'm gonna take a swipe at it with my short sword.
Go ahead. An 18 does hit.
And then. Did I do my hit dice?
Oh no!
Just click on the word short sword in chat. Okay.
So underneath the 18 and the 22, click on the short sword that says right there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Roll the damage for you. No worries. Very nice. Yeah, so you
and I will use my scimitar then. See if we can do something here. 19?
Nope.
Sick. 5.
Nice. So the two of you slash into it as this creature consumed by perhaps sisterly protection over this crone rushes off to attempt to attack Edward, but did not succeed. Hoffany, is now your turn.
Oh, okay. I think Hoffany's going to, as a circle of the moon, as for a bonus action, I can do my wild shape. And I'm going to turn into a dire wolf. That sounds fun.
Nice.
And let's see. Actions for a dire wolf. I can do bite. Get +5 to hit. I don't really know how to roll that from this window. Do I just do like roll like d20 or?
Yeah, so you do it like that. I just you can just copy paste what I put in.
Okay.
Oh, it's a 1d20 plus 5.
Awesome.
Yeah, so which one are you attacking? The bull.
I'm gonna go for the bull again.
All right.
And wolf has advantage on an attack roll against a creature if at least one of the wolf's allies is within 5 feet. And I think
Edward is right there.
Yeah. So let's see. Well, we'll see.
So just roll it twice then.
Okay, that one
Roll
was
again.
awful. Sorry, I'm just typing it. Come on now. Work with me, keyboard. There we go. 22. That's much better.
Yup.
All right, and that does 2d6 plus 3. Ten.
All right, how do you rip out this bull creature's life from it?
I imagine Wolf just kind of comes out of Hoffany's, drops down, turns into a big fuzzy beast. Just kind of pounces on the thing and just goes straight for like the side of the neck and just like tears it out. Yeah, just 9 thrashing.
Yeah, Edward, you are front row seats for this. Yeah.
Now that's how you eat. That's how you eat a steak. Good.
That is one rare piece of meat.
Wow. Impressive.
Yeah.
Now I know what. Oh no, good.
Yeah, this bull-like creature just kind of staggers back with the weight of the wolf on its back. You tear out its throat.
I'm gonna make sure Hoppany gets a Scooby snack after this.
Oh gosh.
All right. Well, with that one down, there's only one left. All right. Shava, what do you want to do?
Shava is gonna do this. I'm gonna center it right in this where the young, I want to call her a siren, but I don't know if she is a siren or not. But I'm going to cast this right on top of her.
Nice. Yeah, get that silence in there.
So no, you guys can't hear her anymore because no sound can go in and no sound can come out.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, as the song just kind of cuts. Yeah, Edward, you kind of snap out of it.
Oh. Wait a second. Why did I come down here?
I turn and I look and I go, "Boys, okay?"
Oh yeah, we got. It stopped singing, so yeah. I can't. It's good. We're good.
Very good.
I don't think I can do anything else for my turn other than move.
Nope. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. It is now the remaining hag's turn. And okay, she is going to kind of start walking towards all of you. And she's not Fey anymore, but she kind of grins with these sharp, sharp teeth. As she walks along the although the water here is, knee height, she walks on top of it as if it was ground. Which of you was closest to her? I'm trying to remember.
I believe it would be probably either me or Tiffany, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't know who's more in front. I think I jumped forward, so it might be me.
Yeah, so Hophany, as she approaches, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, that's not height. Is that right?
Yep.
Alright.
You almost start to feel your life force start to drain a bit as she
Oh.
approaches, but you manage to kind of shake
Suck
it
it in.
off. Just suck it back in. This is how that works. And she kind of frowns at that as but she lunges forward, with nothing but her teeth. 11.
Let me see what my AC is as a wolf. It is 14, so no, she does not hit me.
Yeah, she's not expecting wolf hide.
There's a lot of fluff. There's a lot of fur.
Yeah, she doesn't quite bite
Got a
through.
She got a mouthful of hair now. It's gross.
Yeah, it's gross. All right. Simon.
All right, time to finish what I started. Okay. So I'm going to use, is she within 30 feet of me? Okay, cool. So I use my movement to move up to her in melee range, and then I am going to attack with my Warhammer. Oh, sweet, merciful God, deliver me.
Oh, buddy. Oh,
Yeah.
buddy.
The
I don't know how
package
you-
came to the wrong delivery place.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know how you
I
get
do understand why you just don't
cursed
run and grab
dice.
the baby.
And also, as you get up close to her, I'm gonna make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I got you.
That's what it was. Her BO that threw you off.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, another
Oh.
7. Hell yeah.
You take 12 points of necrotic damage.
Christ. Okay. Simon's looking bad.
And you see her. She had wounds all over her from the previous attacks.
Mhm.
But you see some of those wounds kind of start to stitch up themselves.
Oh, I hate that. Can I follow up with my second attack?
Yes, you can.
Cool. God, please. Just, there we go. 16.
16 does hit.
So I'm going to hit her with my Warhammer, and then I am going to attempt trip attack, DC 14. Strength save.
Oh, she's not very strong. All right.
I hope she passes it. I can't shoot her. I'm not care if she doesn't.
That's a good point, yeah.
It's okay. Go with it. Go with it.
I got
All right.
this.
She succeeds.
Oh, no.
Oh
But she
no,
did
it's
not-
horrible, Simon. Oh no.
Okay.
She did not succeed. What am I talking about? My sick brain is not working with me today. She did not
Okay.
succeed.
Oh, cool. All right. So I knock her feet out from under her with my Warhammer, and then dual wielding, I'm going to use my bonus action to attack with my short sword with advantage because she is knocked prone. If it wants to go. There we go.
Now
I think that a 19 does it. All right. For 6 damage.
Very nice.
Oh, and that 5 on trip attack is additional damage from my superiority die, which I only have 1 of now. So 14,
right.
20 damage total.
All right. Very nice. Let me just casually calculate. All right. Sorry. She is looking real bad.
You are muted, Kiana. Are you muted or am I messed up?
I am muted.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
God damn it.
We were just talking, so I thought maybe.
Yeah,
my
it just
computer-
randomly stopped. I thought.
Yeah.
I said not a
Losing
stream
you.
until I talk while I'm muted. Edward. What do you want to do?
I see that very wonderful display by Simon running up there, getting in it. Very nice. I'm going to have to compensate now that it's a smaller target. I'm going to run over and hide behind the bowl that's getting chewed on right now. So I'll kind of hide behind the bowl and wolf combo. So I'll roll that stealth check. Yes. Okay. Cool. I can get behind something like that. Sure. And for my attack roll, I'd like to use a natural 20 now that Simon's in there. And yeah.
All right, just roll that damage.
Okay, so we'll do this plus natural 20. So this plus an additional D8. Let me get my dice roller up here. Okay, and plus crit sneak attack damage. So 4d6. D6. Okay, so 13, 27 piercing damage.
You just
right.
you had to top me. You just
How do
And
you
it looked good.
how do you destroy this last hag?
Oh man, I feel so bad. He did wonderful. And she's she's just spreading the good word. But yeah, babies, gotta protect the babies. So I'm just going to shoot her in the kidney. Hopefully, maybe she'll, have a horrible slow death alone here. Possibly running all over the place. When you can't filter the urine, it's bad times ahead. So, yes, I'm gonna definitely shoot for that.
All right, yeah, you just loose this bolt and just right in the abdomen, where the kidney is, as she staggers back and slumps to the ground. I can see all the water here kind of turning a little more brackish colored as the blood from these creatures start to seep into it. But it's quiet once more, other than the sounds of the baby crying.
Edward's gonna have a coughing fit and then grab the baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get out of here before something else happens.
Simon, get the baby.
Yeah, I'll get the. Yeah, hold on. I kind of walk I skirt around where the grimoire fell, just sort of not going near it, and I go to the baby and I say, "Oh, hey, little buddy. Okay, all right." And I sort of just scoop it up and take it in my arms and just hold it super paternally. I've got this thing just.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna go grab the book.
Yeah.
and this baby, again, no more than maybe a year old, very malnourished, and very still weakly crying, but settles down a bit as you carry it.
It's a minotaur head.
Oh!
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Can we turn Hoffany into a cow to give the baby something to eat?
Ah!
Gross. No.
Or a goat? Well, I don't mean let the baby nurse off you. I mean milk. Put it in a bottle and give it to the baby.
Have a bottle, Sheva.
Yeah, let's.
I certainly don't.
Oh man, I'm feeling strange looking at this little guy. Is it normal to look at someone you don't know and just I feel warm. I just feel good inside. I don't like it. I don't know. Anyway, let's get to the cathedral.
Really sick, Simon.
Babies do that.
Probably.
Plus they stink.
This one smells very bad.
Let's
Yeah.
get it to the village and drop it off somewhere.
You feel warm inside because you have insects laying larvae in your guts right now.
Oh, I forgot about. Oh, why'd you remind me? Now I can. Oh, now that I think about it, now it's on my mind. Of course,
Don't
now
let
I
the
feel
baby
them
play.
everywhere. Oh God, somebody else should probably hold this. And I hold it out at Hoffany. Here, oh God, take it out of my hands before it gets
Ow.
bugs.
Well, okay. All right.
Oh, whew. That was
Kinda like-
close.
Okay.
There,
Looks a
see,
lot,
you got
Book,
it.
so I'm
a
over.
lot less
I'm over
natural
getting
now.
the book, so
She looks a lot less natural at that than you. Hmm.
Yeah, so what's going on with this book? I'm very curious.
All right, so yeah, you can pick up the book. Let
Yeah,
me-
Shava's grabbing it.
Let me pull that up. Do. Book of the Coven.
Looks like we got a new friend.
All right. So like you kind of flip through.
no pictures.
No pictures. The pages within are blood scrawled in some script. Which
Can I
you're
tell
not
what?
sure.
I was gonna say, can I tell what the script is?
No, but it kind of has that same kind of unsettling feeling as whatever language the hag which began. It even just kind of, and as you kind of like hold it, you're realizing, oh, this is some weird leather, and with blood writing in it.
Do I know if it's humanoid skin?
It
Being-
kind of, you're getting a weird feeling this is an animal skin.
Oh my God, you touched it. Oh, I wasn't gonna touch it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just gonna stick it in my pack for now.
oh,
Not
you're
even gonna-
keeping it.
Yes, I'm gonna keep it.
Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
sell it to somebody.
Oh,
Give it to a, you know,
right, yeah.
yeah,
Probably
money.
some weirdos.
I
Yeah.
know a whole lot of charities that love evil books like that. Sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, not the charities. We don't
I
want
mean,
to.
we are going to a cathedral, so maybe someone will want money for it to keep it out of bad people's
It's a good
hands.
deed. You're doing a good deed. People get paid for good deeds all the time. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Eh,
Not
I'd
if they're
rather
dead.
just make the money.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, Hoffany, you got little the baby.
Yeah.
How's that treating you?
It's certainly naked and squirming.
Yeah. They do that, I hear.
Is it a boy baby or a girl baby? Just out of curiosity.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Little boy.
Ah.
Yeah.
I take my Pax blanket and I throw it at her. I'm like, here, wrap it. It won't squirm as much.
She will try to
Oh.
just like haphazardly
Okay.
roll
You
the thing
gotta
up.
bind them. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. Yeah.
She will
Let's
carry
give it
the
a
baby
name.
as I travel.
Call
Oh,
it
should we
something
name it?
Yeah.
No,
Well,
we're not naming
No,
it.
if we name
Name
it,
it,
we're
we wanna
gonna keep it. We don't want to name the baby. It probably already has a name from its folks. We're just gonna find its folks. It's gonna be great. I'm sure they're alive and totally fine somewhere in this forest.
Hopefully not murdered by swamp hags.
Probably not.
Totally not murdered by the swamp harpies.
Yeah. I kicked the bull-headed one. Look at this thing. You ever seen anything like this? Got a bull head.
Do they look vaguely familiar to me at all?
No, this is some weird monstrosity.
Have
Does
I
it
ever
look
seen
like
them
it's
run-
just pieced and parted together, or does it look like
Ooh.
it's a traditional humanoid, like it would be like a minotaur, or
Or is it a
Okay.
Frankenstein?
yeah, that's
Ooh,
what that's
okay.
what I was getting at.
So either you could examine it, during perception investigation check, or you could try to go and look into the lore. That'd be like a history. Up to you.
I want to just look and see if it's pieced and parted together. So would that be medical or perception?
Let's do perception since you're actually looking for signs.
I can never read this. So tiny written.
Ooh. All right. So as you look, certainly not stitched together. There's no signs of, stitches along or any other form of, physical fusing. But kind of, as you kind of look, where the bullhead is almost seems to be a little larger, the way the human neck and shoulders should kind of meet. So it's a seamless fusion.
Does it
but
look like
doesn't-
scar tissue almost?
Perhaps, or it's almost like I would say it. You would be able to pick up that's probably more of a magical thing that happened.
I think
So whether
there's
she
not much of-
transformed at some point or it was magically transplanted on her. But like the human body doesn't quite seem to fit with the
the head. Yeah.
in the
Right.
same way that it would if it was naturally born that way.
Now, the important question: do any of them have any valuables on them?
That was going to be my next question.
Okay. Yeah, you go through them. Well, there's not much on the bull one because she's not wearing clothes.
Sure, makes sense.
The hag, well, unless you want to deal with the horns in some way.
Saw him
The
off.
the crone, it just seemed to be the book that was her
Yeah,
worldly
makes
possession.
sense.
As for the maiden, she has a few trinkety things on her. You know, bits and pieces of
Mhm,
jewelry and such that she maybe picked up from previous
mhm.
passerbys.
Wherevers.
Yeah, you, Shava, after you've inspected this Minotaur Frankenstein, you look over and Simon's just like getting a ring off of this finger of the lady. He's like, just hold on, just a
Boy,
second.
what are you doing?
Hold on. Sometimes they puff up.
Talk about this?
He got no. Well, no,
About touching jewelry that you.
we were fine with the bees.
Spit on
We
it.
got away
It'll
from
get
the bee-
off her finger faster. Lubrication. Remember, lubrication is the
I'm
key.
not gonna lube up the ring. I'm just hold on. And he takes out a knife and just. All right, there we go. And then you just take it off this side. And God, you get
The corpse.
Here we go. All right, there. It's good. I got it. All right. We still got the baby. You kept the creepy book. All right, let's get Sick Ed to the infirmary at the cathedral. Is he still alive? I look over at Edward. Oh yeah, he's not.
I think Ed is
you're
muted.
muted.
You're muted.
Be real quiet.
There's my turn. There we go.
Everybody gets one.
Just trying to climb up the hill slowly. This was so much easier on the way down.
Oh, look at him. He's all the way up there.
I was just gonna take my rope and shoot an arrow into a tree and use it to climb up.
Yeah, that's usually what I do too. But if he wants to climb it, I mean, I think he's got it. You got this, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. I like that. All right.
Right.
We
Yeah. So you guys can
continue on.
be back on your way.
Okay.
And as all of you wander back out, away from this now carrying the small child, and you know there's still some crying and stuff, and you're kind of having to, you know, deal with that.
We
You're not.
need to feed the baby so it will shut up.
You're not wrong.
I don't think I have anything. No, we don't feed the baby. That's bad. I know that.
That's all I have.
Yeah, I don't think this thing can eat solids yet. Not that I would know. But
I have like the create food and water spell. If I use
Okay.
That would be a
for
good
the
thing.
baby.
Yes.
you're made for this. Look at you. That's incredible.
Such maternal instincts.
She's got the magic for it. I knew you
You
could
guys are
do
just
it.
trying to shove the baby up.
Yes, she's got all of this.
She's got this taken care of.
She took a
Um,
sitter's course. It's fine, really.
I know baby
make-
CPR.
Can you make formula? I mean,
Yeah.
can-
Milk.
what else-
Like goat's milk or cow's milk.
Yeah, there we go.
Will that spell work to feed the baby?
Yeah, this spell will work to feed the baby.
Okay, I will feed the child so it'll be quiet.
Yeah. And eventually, after you feed this very malnourished baby, it settles down and falls asleep. And as the day passes on, you find yourselves at the edge of the swamp. You see ahead of you dry land for once.
Land, it's dry.
And you see a crystalline lake alongside a waterfall that crashes down into it. And you know that Arkenbury Cathedral is maybe only a day out from here.
Good.
But Edward, as you get into the clearing, you see this clear lake and this waterfall. Something weirdly familiar about this place. Perhaps you saw it in a dream.
Uh-oh.
Most of his dreams are really good, so.
Yeah, they're just super exciting. I'm not going to say anything to anybody. I'm just going to I can't quite pinpoint it. So I'm just going to go along with it until I find something a better reference point than just the lake itself.
Okay. You can do a perception or investigation check if you like.
Okay.
Okay.
17.
Yep. So as you kind of peer, you guys kind of start walking alongside this lake, you kind of peer, and you look at the point where the waterfall hits the otherwise serene surface of this lake, and you spot something within the moving water. A passageway, perhaps an opening to a passageway.
Does anyone else see that over there?
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that. There
Yeah,
seems
big old
to be
waterfall.
a cave behind the waterfall.
Yeah, ingenious, unique idea of putting a passage underneath the waterfall.
Do you think it's a shortcut?
Oh.
Or a death cut?
Oh,
I really
heard
don't
about
know.
those.
I'm strangely compelled to check it out, though. I mean, might be safety for us to rest before the last leg of our journey.
Even if it's just a cave, that would be a good place to set up shop for the night. Fresh water, fully enclosed.
Yes.
One hat.
Yeah, I mean, we can check it out.
Keep it warm for the baby, at least.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's. I mean, we can. You know, Ed, you got kind of a knack for sneaking. I was noticing back there. Why don't you and I check it out?
I mean, okay. You might not want me to go in the water. I don't swim very well.
I don't think I would want you contaminating the water.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Very funny. Go ahead. Kick me while I'm down. Fine.
I could kick harder.
No, don't, please. No.
Okay.
I'm so sore already. Yes, sure, Simon. I'll go down with you. We'll see what we can see.
All right. Yeah, so I think we're gonna try and investigate this cave.
I'm gonna steal the baby from Hoppany to give her a little bit of a break. So she
Thank
seems to be carrying it for quite a while. Like, give me the baby. I'll take it for a while.
Since I can investigate as a bonus action, I'll use my action to investigate, or use my action to help Simon, give him the help action, and then I will use my bonus action to investigate as well.
All right, so Simon, you can do that with advantage.
Nice. Give me just 1 second. My stuff is being weird. Investigation. Oh my, that's not even. How is that possible? That's
Yeah,
incredible.
mine's pretty mediocre as well. It's just so much water.
It's just
Yeah,
a
you
lot of
feel like-
water.
You feel like you have to get in there to see.
Oh, Simon. Wait. Ask Hophone if she can turn into a fish,
Oh my god, I didn't
or
think
a
about
frog, or a fish frog.
that. A fish frog.
How about a
Often-
magical mermaid?
Hey, Hoffman, can you turn into a fish, a frog, a fish frog, or a mermaid?
Yes. Why?
All of them.
Yes.
She just said yes.
I want all of them just
I
like
do
right
have
in a row. Just bleep into each one.
Just
No,
real
yeah,
quick, just rapid fire.
I'm gonna be
Just
honest.
get-
I do want to see that. That sounds fascinating.
Yes.
Yeah, I can. I have a swim speed now that I'm higher level. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Well, I don't even know why we got in the water in the first place. Why didn't you say anything? Oh, you're dealing with a baby. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't mind me.
Can you turn into something big enough that Simon could hop on your back and get in there without him having to go in the water?
I can turn into a crocodile.
Oh my god. I could
I
like.
don't know if that's quite big enough.
I mean, I could just kind of hold on to
Please
your
tell me
back.
she can be a dolphin. Please.
I could get your. I could get
Freshwater
your,
dolphin.
I
They
mean, I've always.
exist.
I wouldn't mind riding a crocodile into war. That sounds fascinating to me, honestly.
She will like sigh and turn into a crocodile.
She did it. Oh my god. This is
She
happening.
actually did it.
Cool. So we go into the cave. Crocodile
so-
mode.
Right, yeah. So you pass through behind this water. And yeah, it's a passageway. Not quite a cave like you expected, but like a passage.
Yeah, she'll just. Is it like water all the way through, or is it like?
As soon as you kind of get, you kind of have to dive down again where the waterfall meets the water surface. But as soon as you kind of pass through, it's dry again. There's some water like around, where your ankle would be, Simon.
Mhm.
But it seems oddly dry.
Often you'll probably like switch out like back to normal form just to like while they're in there, then just maneuver a little bit easier instead of a
Definitely.
crocodile.
Definitely still on your back. Whoa!
How tall is Simon? He's just this massive guy just on this
He's
little
making it
tiny
work.
like elf girl's back. She will throw him up. Okay, off.
Whoa. That wasn't. Thank you. I'm just gonna be all right. Look, they're all out there, so just thanks. That was just magical. That was incredible. I was like, ah, you know.
He probably was the entire way. Just
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh definitely.
She's just like, yeah.
Just good stuff all around. What's with this cave though? Or I guess kind of looking more like a tunnel. It heads back ways. Maybe it's a death cut.
Does it look like naturally formed, or is it kind of like carved?
It seems more like it's carved. As you kind of look down, you can see a set of stairs leading upwards.
This certainly isn't natural. Maybe this is someone's home. Maybe we should leave them here.
Yeah. Things here collect babies, so I don't know how
Maybe
many
this is where the-
spooky caves I want to go in.
It's clearly a place for baby collecting.
There's a lot of baby collection
If I
happening
were
here.
collecting
don't know
babies,
how
if I
feel
were
about it.
collecting babies.
So are we like close? I guess does the floor of it? Do we have any way to just like call out to the other two to join us?
It's kind of a bunch of water between you and
Right. Yeah, that's what I
outside.
thought. Okay. All right. Well, let's just go back. go tell them what we saw and see if they want to continue. Because I think the two of us just going in here are probably going to get murdered by something terrifying.
Yeah, that's. I prefer not to be murdered on a daily basis. Usually.
Not on a day where you get to ride a crocodile. You know,
Okay. fair
that
enough.
would just be a cruel twist of fate.
All right, let's go back.
All right.
She will let him ride her back. It's like, okay.
Now pop back out.
Hey, it's not just a cave, it's like a whole tunnel goes back into the dark. We didn't want to just go the two of us. So, if you guys want to explore it or whatever, we can go as a group. But I figured I'd leave that up to you.
Does it at least look like somewhere where we can hold up for the night?
The big crocodile, just like its jaws just like open. It's like, it's not a natural cave. It's not a natural cave.
Yeah.
It's like a hallway, and there's stairs at the end of it. I think someone lives there, or someone did live there. Maybe. I think we should leave it be for now.
It's awful crisp without any lips. Very well done. You said you think we should leave it alone?
I would say, I mean, what if someone's actively living there? You don't want to just barge in.
Yes.
It's not really a door to knock on.
I kind of agree. That we don't want to waste any more time. Especially if it's not natural, then there's probably something in there that we don't want to deal with. So, push on. Let's just push on through the night.
Whatever gets him off my back faster.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot. Sorry. Hold on.
Valiant steed.
Right. It's pretty cool.
Yes. So let's just get out of the swamp, please. Shava, do you still remember the way we were supposed to be going?
Yes, southwest.
Okay.
But we're out of the swamp. We're by a lake now, aren't we?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
like in a
Yeah, so we're not in the
northern
swamp
forest again.
anymore. But we
Okay,
can
so it doesn't pick back up after this?
It's dry land until you get. It's still the forest, but it's the dry part of the forest, and then you get to Arkenberry.
Oh, let's just go, please.
Let's just go. I don't want to
Oh.
investigate another cave. I don't
Not
want to
with a
hear any more
baby.
noises. More noises means more babies, and I got my hands full with this one. I take the blanket and I make like a baby Bjorn and stick the baby down in it. I'm slowly warming up to this baby, if you can't tell.
Slowly.
Engineering harness. Very good.
All right. So, all of you just trek back out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
shove off.
Edward, there's still kind of a nagging feeling at this place, but you're gonna you just continue on.
Yeah, there's
Does
something.
do you have any kind of hesitation?
Not
Like visually, do you have any like hesitation to where someone would say, "Hey, what's going on?"
No, no, not externally. I'm trying to figure shit out internally. And I do have this little pulling force, but there is a lot bigger pulling force telling me that I need to get there. I need to get cleansed of whatever the hell's wrong with me. And I need to reevaluate on finding my children's killer. So yeah, this is an interest, but I don't have anything particularly that I can remember that I need to do to accomplish that. My goals.
I'm just thinking of the old wizard in the cave that has the magical cure-all.
Yeah. But he doesn't believe in the magical cure-all. He just knows he's got a disease that might be a sinus infection. Or he might die.
All right. So, all of you continue forward. And as night starts to creep rather that time between day and night, while the sky is this kind of darkening blue, you exit out of the forest. And not too far ahead, you can see a city. And you can see a large cathedral that sits within its walls.
I think that's where we gotta go.
Yeah.
Like,
that,
can we tell if is it gonna be like just a couple more hours to this place, or would it
Oh
be
yeah,
like
it's invisible distance.
Yeah.
Like
Man, is it nice to be out of that forest.
yes?
Huffin
got
is
that, like-
noticeably like pretty nervous and like jittery about being this close to like a big, like major place.
Hop, are you okay? Do you want to stay in the woods?
I can I can see you guys there safe.
I mean, we're pretty much there. You don't have to stay. I can take them the rest of the way. If you're leery, you can go back to the woods. Trust me, I know all about the woods. Woods is my home as well. I'm more comfortable there, but I'll suck it up in the city.
You never know. I'll see you guys there and then I'll part ways.
Right.
All right. Well, I can appreciate the commitment to
Can we
dating
please
this
get
mess.
to the city? This baby needs a new diaper.
Oh, all right. Yeah, let's skedaddle.
Yes, please. We're so close.
Yeah, I'm really worried that Ed's just gonna kick it before we're gonna be 10 feet to this place and he's just gonna. So
yeah. So all of you head towards Arcanberry, towards the beacon of hope within this strange and now lawless lands. And as you approach the city gates, you see a few people in these strange beak-like masks. And they kind of pause.
Good
you right
old
before
plague
the-
doctors. Can't go wrong
Yeah.
with plague doctors.
would
Well,
we be?
You would know that
Okay.
the people at the people who lead Arcanberry Cathedral is a group of people called the Murder of Crows.
Mm.
These look like crows.
Okay, and we would know about this faction and kind of.
Mm.
Are they people that we think we should like steer clear of?
That's what I was getting ready to ask. Are they good or
head
bad? Or...
to?
They seem to be trying to help people. They are the head of the religious center of this land. They're generally good things said about them.
All right.
I don't fuck with them, but
Yeah.
Right. They're like the clerics or priests of.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put a hand on Edward's shoulder and say, I mean, you want us to leave you with crows? You want us to get you to the steps of the cathedral? I don't know. I mean, how are you feeling?
Really just don't want you to touch me.
Sorry.
Beyond that's okay. That's okay. Beyond that, yeah, just let's go in. I promised you a reward, and I will render services to get the money to reward you. I'm a man of my word.
You dream
Right on.
your son randomly appears.
Yep.
Daydreaming.
Ah, yes. Yeah, just we'll get in here, and then I can pay you.
All right.
Pay you all.
I mean, got no quarrel with that. All right, let's do it.
Right. So as you approach the two crows, you can't really see their eyes behind the mask, but they definitely surveil all of you.
Can I stop and ask one of the crows if anyone's reported a missing child?
Crow says, there are unfortunately too many cases to pick out one.
Maybe within the last 24 hours?
You'd have a better chance of asking at the cathedral.
Okay. I tighten the Bjorn down.
Right. So you start headed in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So you walk in, and it's very easy to get to the cathedral. It kind of towers over everything else within the city.
Alright, so, just to kind of look at the crows. This is disgusting because I remember the other one I don't like. So, I hear this is a place of sanctuary and healing. I can help all of you if you can help me.
We could look. The crow kind of looks at you and just says, "You're sick, aren't you?"
Sinus infection. Yes. I think you know the one.
Looks at the rest of you and the baby. Well then, we should get you away before you infect anybody else. Come with me. The other crows will help these ones.
Very well.
And this crow will start stepping away. If you have any other business with them before, just do so now.
Bye. I'm going to get
Well-
rid of this baby.
Shava, you can get rid of the baby Ed. Where's that gold you promised us?
Yeah, can you guys hang around? I need to actually make it. I believe it or not, I'm a doctor. I'm a sick doctor. So I was a doctor, not so much now, but I can help them, help people, and get money to give you. I just need to do that. Can you hang around the Arkenberry for just a day or two? I'll pay for your lodging. I'll take care of it.
All right, yeah. I suppose I could probably find work around here, and God knows we got to figure out what to do with this kid. Yeah, we'll be around.
Good. Yes, I will be here at the cathedral. As soon as they get me up and running, I will find you. I promise.
All right, yeah, that works for me. Shava, you ever been here? You ever been to this place?
Have I ever been to this place? I don't know. I don't think I would have. I shied away from big cities for my years.
All right. I look at Hoff and I say, "Hey, Hoff, you spent a lot of time walking around the woods as a deer or whatever. You ever had just like a real good mug of ale?"
No.
All right. Well, we got the baby though. I'm sure it'll be fine. And Simon's gonna head off.
Well, I
try
was
to
gonna
find
say
a
I'm gonna probably break away from you two, ask
Okay.
one of the crows where I could go drop this baby off. I guess at an orphanage or a hospital, or I don't want to leave it in a dumpster. That would be wrong. And go take care of the baby. And
Okay.
tell them that I'll meet them at either the inn or the pub, or whichever they choose.
All right. And so, actually, as Shava, you go and start to deal with the kid. You do find one parent, a father, who had survived the travels and was afraid they'd lost his child forever, rewarded you handsomely for the for recovering his only living relative. And so the three of you are able to settle into Arkenberry, just at least for a day or two to relax. And thank you, Unmade Gaming, for the raid. We appreciate you bringing all the lovely love and energy. We're just wrapping up as we are getting into just the last few scenes here. And so you guys are able to relax and not have to feel the constant surveillance and the unsettling dangers settled upon your shoulders. And Edward, as you are taken by this crow, you step up the stairs of this grand cathedral, and through its large doors. You do not go through the main chamber, which you first see upon entry. Instead, you are taken off to the side. And through the passageways of this large building, you find yourself in front of a small room. And this crow knocks on the door. And the door opens. And you see a familiar mask. The one of the Crow of the Deep.
This fucking guy.
Looking incredibly wounded. Missing an arm. Even more lacerations. And the crow places a hand, looks at it to place a hand on your shoulder, but doesn't. And places his remaining hand on the door. And just says, "Thank goodness you came. I may have found something interesting for you." And that, I believe, is where we're going to wrap up this episode of One Shot Wonders, The Blood Plague. This will be the penultimate episode of this month as we wrap up this particular setting next week on Halloween. Spoopy Day.
Gotta love National Spoopy Day.
So Spoopy Day.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll pay all of you, I promise.
You guys got paid. You got a lot of money
Yeah.
from.
Well, I guess I made a fat chunk of change from saving that baby.
Mm-hmm. That's where the real money's at.
Awesome. So yeah, let's go around and meet our lovely cast. Guys, this is your chance to tell us who you are, where we can find you on the internet, and what your favorite part of the one shot is. So we're gonna go around the same way again. So hit points max.
Cool. Hey everybody, my name is Jeff Ellis. I am at Hit Points Max on Twitter. I write D&D adventures kind of as a hobby, hopefully soon as a living. That would be nice. You can find all my stuff on Twitter for sure. My favorite part of the adventure. Honestly, actually, just finding out more stuff about Edward was actually really cool. I'm having a lot of fun tracking his story. That was super rad. It was nice to just be able to follow along.
Awesome. Yeah, there's we've had a lot of stuff with Edward being built up until this point, and we're finally gonna get to the heart of it next week.
That's awesome.
I've been plotting it for a while. Totally normal. It's fine.
Yeah.
Not torturous things at all.
Unscathed.
Awesome. All right, next up we've got Moongamer Chick. Hello.
Hello, I am Moongamer Chick on Twitter. However, on Twitch, I am Crimson Rosebud 34. I just started getting into streaming. This is actually the first time I've ever done a video stream. So you guys are the first ones to see my lovely face. And then streaming-wise, I'm running spoopy games right now. The last one I ran was Amnesia. I'm not quite done with it yet. So I'll probably be finishing up with that later this week. And then my favorite part is when Hoppany went all guttural and decided to rip the throat out of one of the crones.
Yeah, that was pretty damn kick-ass. And speaking of Hoppany, let's move over to Ironic Cupcake. Hello, Kay.
Hi. First off, just thank you so much for doing such a great game. I had so much fun, Kiana. And thank you to Invisible Scrat for having me on the channel. I was super excited. Yeah, my name is Kay. I am at ironic_cupcake on Twitter. I rant and talk about things. I um I had so much fun today. This is also my first like stream ever, and I'm just super pumped. I can still like feel jittery about it. But yeah, my favorite part was honestly also probably just like ripping that whole thing's head out. Like that was fun. I'm glad I did like something that was like this super like kick ass. Like that was great.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for coming on. I'm glad you had a lovely time for your first time. And of course, last but not least, we have our good doctor, Sir Stalwart. How you doing, friendo? How are you feeling for next week's month's finale?
I mean, how am I feeling? I think my guy's going to get better. I hope you're feeling better for next week. Thank you for muscling through all of this for all of us. And yeah, I loved it. Had a great time. Thank all three of the rest of you. You guys were awesome. Came right in, right out the gate, and just jumped right into it. And I think that was my favorite part is meeting you three in the forest and like already having this strange, uncomfortable dynamic with her being a deer and just kind of like I didn't know whether to have Edward like think this was all just weird, trippy dream or not. So yeah, you guys are super awesome. Thank you very much. I'm Sir Stalwart on Twitter, and I'm here every week for this season of One Shot Wonders, and hang around periodically throughout the rest of the stuff. And yeah, I'm have a Twitch channel, Stalwart Initiative, where I also do D&D, have a D&D community and do run games. I DM games over there, and yeah, just so happy to be a part of this. And I feel as though, unfortunately, that I kind of had Edward derail a little bit there at the end of some hooks, but he was just so fucking confused and wanted to make sure he didn't die before he could take care of the business he took care of or he needs to take care of. So yeah, thanks Kenna, thanks Scrat for having me. Kenna, you did an awesome job as usual, especially with having to deal with your throat issues.
Yeah, for real.
Yes, you did amazing for uh, having a bad voice. Although you're fitting the RP very well from what I had heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad, and yeah, I'm feeling a lot better now, and my voice is now, not as gross as it was before. But
That's good. Awesome.
I honestly sound worse than I feel. So thank you for
That's
all
good.
your concern, guys. But yeah, I guess that just leaves me. Hi, I'm Kenna, and I was your DM or Dungeon Master or Dungeon Murder, whichever one you like to call me, of One Shot Wonders. This is my community project where we go with a new cast every week to explore new settings every month. This month is the Blood Plague, which is a module created by Encounter Roleplay, written by a friend of the channel, Jonathan Fry. I basically converted it to a kind of a West Marches style kind of thing, but it's super awesome stuff. If you really like the creepy, tone and all the really gross kind of stuff happening, please check it out. Buy it for yourself. I promise it's a really great, spooky mini campaign that you can do. But yes, you can find me over on Twitter. As the best way to figure out what I am doing because I am all over the internet. Play games pretty much every day of the week. But you'll find me here every Wednesdays during the series. I'm super excited to wrap up the Blood Plague next week. And then in November, we're going to be doing Planescape. So I'm super hyped to try that out. It'll be my first time going to delve into Planescape. So yeah, super excited to explore that and to play with all these wonderful people. So a big thank you to my cast today, and a big thank you to everyone who's watching. One Shot Wonders would not be as wonderful without all of you guys. So this is always a pleasure to be able to DM and see where to go. Yeah, so let's go over all of the Academy stuff before we head off and do a raid. Social links, definitely check us out over on Twitter. Best way to check out how you can get into a game like this one. And also, get all of your fun D&D memes and all that great stuff. We also have a Discord, which is a great little community. If you like the wild magic excursions that we saw today, you can just throw those in and make the list even bigger and even wilder. It's pretty great. And also, if you're missing any of the previous shows, we are all caught up on YouTube, so you can definitely check out any of the VODs over there. We are now full time. So thank you everyone for supporting us. We hit our monthly goal last month. We're rocketing towards that this month. So again, thank you so much, everybody. So either supporting us by subscribing over here or over on our Patreon, we can get some exclusive content for as low as $1. Every little bit helps us keep going and presenting really awesome stuff like this for you. Also, we have merch, like this lovely notebook, which I used the first page of for today. So if you like the lovely Academy logo, and you want it in your everyday life, buy a shirt, buy a notebook, buy several notebooks. I don't know, whatever you'd like to do. That's another great way to help support us. Again, big thank you to our sponsors, Bird in the Storm and Maychan Press, both really, really awesome content creators, create a lot of adventures and supplements, which will be featured on the channel on Thursdays in our viewer games and also in future seasons. So give them a lot of love. Check them out over on their social media stuff, and give them a big thank you for helping support us and what we do. All right. We are going to raid Sleepy Mia, a lovely person over on Twitch who's doing some IRL stuff. If any of you have an idea for what we should do for a raid war cry, either way, whatever we get into there, make sure to put in the Scrat hype, bringing all the love and the energy to another wonderful person in the community. Screws out? I don't know why that one. It's another one that's related to us and what we do. I don't know. What if any memorable lines from today? Dispel baby was one of them that just pops into my head right now. Cause that was definitely something that we did today, was try to dispel babies.
Detect baby.
Detect baby.
That was one to, yeah. I don't know what other ones I would have used.
I mean, detect
Oh,
baby.
Gator charge or like
Gator charge.
yeah, something like that. Yeah. That was
That's a good one.
that was a
I still think the spell baby was
Yeah,
just
it's pretty
on
good.
point.
yeah.
Oh,
Potato hawk.
Scrat, are we good for dispel baby as her raid war cry? Because I'm down for that.
You're gonna leave that poor person so confused.
You know
You
what?
know.
That's the Scrat. Dispel baby should be a spell.
Honestly.
Dispel baby should be a spell. That's our raid war cry. So
That works.
yeah, when we go over there, make sure to copy paste the Scrat hype. Dispel baby should be a spell, and then give them all the love, give them all the energy, and I guess that's it. Keep evoking emotions, everyone, and have a great week. And we'll see you all on the Academy very soon. Bye.
See you guys.